Led by Ruin and the deadly objective control of Sunflower, Aura 233 wasted no time asserting dominance, locking down rotations and denying any momentum to 31 Knot.
Going to be able to cross one into when Mark Davey, but it's 244. River that war machine absolutely annihilating the players here. And look at that kill feed. Oh my lord, they are human beings, guys. Have some mercy. And when combined, done and dusted.
Well, it was unexpectedly competitive, honestly. I didn't think the 31 guys would do so well, but then we all knew that. That's who I'm rooting for.
The vibe has been great. This is like my first LAN I'm attending. This is my first time meeting Ruin and also the 31 boys. It's been very great. I really like the atmosphere.
With a 3-0 clean sweep, Aura 233 now heads to Lagos as Ghana's sole representative in the Carry First Africa Cup Finals and also compete for a $15,000 prize pool.
The champions are here. We have Sama here. We have Green over here. We have Sunflower, Gengbe, Babushka, man. How's the experience been like?
I mean, just more of the same of what I always do. Just came here to dominate and prove that it was a one-sided massacre.
With their confidence soaring and momentum on their side, Aura 233 is set to carry Ghana's hopes into battle once more.
This year, knowing what's at stake, you know, not just the $15,000 but the ticket to go to the World Championships finals, you know, to represent Africa. So I expect everyone to bring their A game. Hey, Aura 233 will be there, Ruin, Babushka, you know, Sunflower. So I expect a really great experience, and yeah, and the best team will definitely win.
The road to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship runs through Africa, and Aura 233 is ready to walk it.
Slums. Ready? Slums. Bruh. Slums. Range. Slums. Slums. Yes. Yes. There you go. Oh my days. See me. Meltdown. Take off. Yes. Take off. Which one? Oh yeah, no, I don't know that. Yo. It was Meltdown and the other one, yeah. That one's actually Tunisia. Is that one Tunisia? Tunisia. Yes. Stand off, stand off. Stand off. Stand off. Get in. Get in.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos Gum. Yes to fresh.
Hello guys, welcome in. We are live and we are set to go here. It's the Carry First Africa Cup 2025 World Championships 2025 Africa qualifier, and we are in the Ghanaian regional finals where either Aura 233 or the one and only 31 Knot are going to qualify. So yeah, Tiano, here we go again.
Under the electric lights of Arena 233, the atmosphere was nothing short of electrifying. Fans packed the esports arena in Accra, Ghana, cheering as two of the region's top Call of Duty mobile teams, Aura 233 and 31 Knot, faced off in the highly anticipated Carry First Africa Cup regional finals.
I want a competitive game, right? It's a 7-map game. I want to see like game 7. If it's SND, we're having like a round 11, going to the very end. I'm a fan, so I enjoy proper gameplay, and that's what I want to see.
Led by Ruin and the deadly objective control of Sunflower, Aura 233.
I'm really sleepy right now, guys. I'm really tired. I'm tired. Oh. But I was like, let me do a little stream at least before I go to sleep. Fuck it. I know we only watched half of the NA finals, but Africa, we're definitely gonna watch the whole thing. Only one team is making out of this. Oh.
It's the KFS Africa Cup 2025 World Championships 2025 Africa Cup.
I look like dog shit right now. Oh my god. I look so bad right now.
Yeah, Tiano, here we go again.
Charlie, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? Hello, hello. Yeah, I look pretty rough right now.
Under the electric lights of Arena 233, the atmosphere was nothing short of electrifying. Fans packed the esports arena in Accra, Ghana, cheering as two of the region's top Call of Duty mobile teams, Aura 233 and 31 Not, faced off in the highly anticipated Carry First Africa Cup Regional Finals.
I want a competitive game, right? It's a 7-map game. I want to see like game 7. If it's SND, we're having like a round 11, you know, going to the very end. I'm a fan, so I enjoy proper gameplay, and that's what I want to see, you know.
Led by Ruin and the deadly.
By the way, I added you as a moderator on my TikTok.
Aura 233.
I got you, Charlie.
No time asserting
I just saw moderator. I'm like, let me just add you. I gotta also add Gotcha.
To 31 Not.
Going to be able to cross one is when Mark Davey, but it's 244. Riddle that war mission, absolutely annihilating the players here. And look at that, Gilfin, oh my lord, they are human beings, guys. Have some mercy. Hardware combined.
Only time I can add
It
mods
was
is like during my live stream.
unexpectedly competitive, honestly. I didn't
Gotcha
think
texted
the
me
31
yesterday,
guys
like,
would do
Clash
so
your admin's
well,
mod. I'm
but
like,
then
I don't fucking know how, except like when I'm live, I can.
The vibe has been created.
It says moderation settings, but I can't click on it. It's okay, Charlie. You're my mod on TikTok now. Let's go.
Call of Duty Mobile.
I'm really bad at like TikTok stuff, but got our leftover coffee as well. Dude, Burger King coffee last night was so fucking good. This is Taco Bell, but
isn't just a tournament. It is
that
the
Burger King
soundtrack
coffee.
to a new era of
That shit
African
was fucking
esports.
He's gonna be able to find the pistol kill. 1v1.
which team is going to represent Africa in the Call of Duty Mobile Stage 5 World Championship?
Determination, hard work is what gets
I know,
you
Charlie, you
into
don't like coffee,
position
bro.
like this.
I know. Dude, listen, Burger King, like I said yesterday, people sleep on Burger King. It's crazy.
Welcome to Lagos.
Last
Welcome
night
to
I
the
was like, well,
finals.
shit, let me try their coffee. I got their large iced mocha, dude, with cinnamon, little mini cinnamon rolls. That's honestly, like, Taco Bell coffee is pretty good, but you can't top up Burger King's fire. That shit was really, really good. I got the cold foam too.
Mobile World Championships. The name is Eugene Abu Dhabi, live from the commercial hub of Nigeria. Welcome to Lagos.
I'm a little sleepy, Charlie, so
Trouty this time on the
I
scoreboard.
streamed super late and I didn't sleep really well.
But exciting, we have a lineup of so many matches today, only 4 of them. But
This
we
is
have to
exciting.
recap.
I'm pumped up.
How did we get here? The road to Lagos itself.
Well, I must agree, it has been a grueling one at that. And of course, like you said, I'm Trout. I tend to yap a little bit, and thank you very much for having me, as well as Call of Duty Mobile and all of the lovely sponsors, especially Carry First. It's been fantastic, and you guys have been a great host. Anyway, starting off about the teams that have made it thus far. We have 4 left, like you mentioned, and they are going to be Paradox, Eclipse, and of course the last 2 being
No, not Delta. We have Bear Clan, and the 4th being it's CR7. Yes. So the home team has 2 teams left. Nigeria still has Eclipse and CR7. representing them. A multi-bet like no other. The other four fell by the wayside yesterday. Sage Gaming came in from Senegal in the West African Francophone qualifiers, nondescript. For the East African side of Uganda, Bear Clan, the North always remembers, coming from Egypt, or a 233 from Ghana, also falling by the wayside. West Africa losing one on the way there. Paradox Gaming from down south, where you're from, Trouty, still in the fight. Meanwhile, Kenya, represented by Delta Esports, fell by the wayside. So sad for me, hometown turf. Not this year, not this year. They were second last year. This time, not such luck. Sierra 7 for the hometown team, along with Eclipse. The multi-bet paying off quite well.
Oh, absolutely. It's nice to see that there are still two hometown advantage teams here. And of course, guys, they're not playing for a little pretty penny. It's a rather large one, that being 15.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Charles, I thought you hated coffee, but my bad.
Second 3.
There's somebody I met that
1.5,
hates coffee.
1, and of course, 5 to 8 both get, or all get $600. I mean, that's a lot of chicken nuggets you can buy.
It is, regardless of whatever position you finish with.
I like coffee that's like Taco Bell has the cinnamon coffee, which is pretty solid, and then there's Burger King coffee, which is good.
Your ticket already punched.
There's a Starbucks next to me, which is obviously pretty good.
This entire continent.
McDonald's coffee's next to me, like
the king of
Taco Bell, McDonald's, and Starbucks are all walking distance from my apartment, which is kind of nice.
Champs Sunday, people. Make no mistake about it, we're on the business.
The Burger King's only like half a mile away, so it's really not that far either.
Absolutely, to figure out exactly how we got to where we are.
Dude,
of course, the first match
I did not sleep well after the stream.
Going to be the lower bracket round 3, which is Paradox versus Sierra 7. It is the lifeline match. These guys have to be able to win here. Otherwise, they are down for the count and out of the competition, licking their wounds, heading back home.
Yes, of course, you just mentioned today's matchup. We begin our first matchup on the live stream. Only one live stream today. It will be Paradox from South
Paradox
Africa
versus Sierra 7
from Nigeria. Now, heading straight to the rosters here. Our player intros will come through. We have to introduce the first teams, man.
Absolutely, and it would be my
Dude, yesterday Deer
pleasure.
versus squads with AG. That shit was crazy.
From the hometown where I am from, please help me in welcoming Paradox Gaming.
I think him and I are going to be partners, like duo partners for the event. We were click. I was a little rusty last night playing, but I did get better as the night kept going.
There's the crown, and this crown right now, what you just saw was Paradox Gaming, touted as Thanos in this tournament, but heavy is the head that wears the crown. And the crown this time falls to the team charged with defending hometown pride. The home team. Please join me in welcoming your home team. This is Sierra 7.
Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. This is a short stream, by the way. I have work later in the day. This is probably gonna end around 6 or 7 a.m. and I got work at 12, so gonna be probably pushing it tonight, but
absolute cold roster. These guys are ready to make that run. They have already been taken out. Their first game ended quite dramatically, but they are here making that losers bracket run and are here to defend their home turf advantage, right? They are the team that has won the last 5 hometown lands, so a lot of pressure on them right now.
Too many surprises this weekend because, again, both these teams were never expected to be in the losers bracket at all. They were touted to stay in the winners bracket, and here we are, both of them fighting for their lives in the gulag right now, so to speak.
Exactly, a straight-up upset.
He said in the gulag?
Out of the 3
God.
favorites, 2 of them are already in the losers bracket. And of course, we got to talk about the battleground. It is a best of 5.
This is dope. I don't know anything about Africa's
on Apocalypse, sending it to standoff.
This is exciting.
Is going to be next in the control Summit HP, and if we run it,
S&D,
your favorite.
Hardpoint
Why
control.
would you do this to me? You know my favorite is second place there. That is standoff for search and destroy. I envy that choice. That is a proper, basic Call of Duty choice. Of course, to start us off is Apocalypse. Very many expectations on that particular map. P1, easy peasy, very exposed. P2, hot, the breakaway point.
Hardpoint, S&D control.
Later on. I mean, the enviable task of seeing this through, of course, will fall to our friends there. We'll talk about that later. But your expectations here?
Well, these two teams have got a lot to prove right now, and we spoke about how it is important to play as a team and a unit that moves as one. It's got to be perfect from the get-go. If you're looking at the side of PDX or Paradox, they are known to be the team that plays as a well-oiled machine. They stuttered a little bit yesterday, and they're looking to make that comeback. On the flip side of the coin, Sierra 7, we spoke about their breakability and how they can often play off the back foot and sort of just wake up throughout the map when they need to. But right now, it is going to be the team that makes the least amount of mistakes that's going to be taking it. Because at this level, everyone shoots straight, so you've got to be playing top tier mobile Call of Duty.
Make no mistake about it, both these teams, tier 1 teams in their own right in African Call of Duty Mobile. This is a crack of a match you're expecting to see now. These teams both dominated in their qualifiers, although for Sierra 7 they were cutting it a bit close against Eclipse. Eclipse still who are in the fight right now in the winners final later on, but hey, we'll talk about that later. For now, they have to survive Paradox. Paradox touted as Thanos in this tournament, but ironically the crowd was more than happy to see them lose for once. A couple of people wanted them to be humbled, and here they are. Reality checked in. They lost to Bear, and now they also have to find their way past Sierra 7, who are no easy walkover either.
Absolutely not. And we spoke about how they are the team touted to take it, right? Everyone expected them to walk in and completely demolish everyone. And of course, them being taken down a notch, or maybe a fair few notches, by Bear, it was fantastic stuff there. And now that was the reality check that they needed, right?
Yes. And these both these teams need the respect. I mean, they deserve the respect they have earned to sit on that stage.
Well, look at this blast from the... Yo, what's up, Rum? How you doing?
Rum,
Rum, you should have been here yesterday, where Clasher was battling in duo versus squads with AG Kira, scrim player. Like, we were going in.
You like your real well done.
Ferg's doing a $10,000 tournament October 4th, so I think Kira's probably going to be my teammate for that event.
By Bear Clan. So it feels as though
why I practice with them is to get chemistry, because the first ever tournament back in January, I never had repetition with my team.
Of Carl and Tiano. Take it away, boys.
Hello.
But anyway, that's a month away, or like 3 weeks away. So, Rum, how you been though?
How are you feeling? Let's go into a player's hard point.
Don't judge. This is Africa Stage 4 Finals. I need to finish up and watch who made it out of the finals, because only one team makes it in Africa. I should say one team makes it out of Africa to represent.
Situation, and there will be a game.
Oh my God, Rum, I cannot talk right now. I just woke up.
It's going to be a reset there.
There's only one team from Africa that's going to represent Africa in Stage 5. Oh my God, I'm tripping balls right now.
Bracket. Sammy's round 3 here, and again, this is a fighting chance. PDX so far, like you just heard the wonderful analyst going to tell you. Nobody saw them.
It's like I play BR for entire stream, and then next day I do like watch parties. That's I guess a pattern that I'm doing.
Finally on the global stage, for their country, Africa.
I will say one thing about this live stream about both day 1 and day 2 of Africa Finals. Whoever is managing this is not doing very well. There's audio issues, lag issues, sound cut out. Like this is not smooth. I was watching day 1 and there was a lot of technical problems compared to the North American EU. Get it together.
From sunny South Africa,
whoever
I've seen
manages
Paradox
this.
do the business end of things. I mean, they won the South African
a lot of technical problems. It's not bad. It's
really
just
great team.
When you compare a stream to like NA finals, NA is so smooth. There's no hiccups. There's no delays. There's no lag.
To take that one, but Carl, we've got a great set of maps and modes ahead of us. Apocalypse,
going to bed, but I'm
map yesterday. We saw a lot of it. We shoutcasted a lot of it.
Rom, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you.
Call of Duty Mobile
you'll see me playing BR at times, like last night, and then you'll see me, do watch parties. Sometimes it's nice just to like watch some esports and actually not play. But after work tomorrow, I gotta get more repetition with Kira. Like, duo squads is not bad. It was super fun, but we gotta do like duo match specifically because that's what the event will be.
best
Gotta
of
get back
five,
into playing a
who's
bit
going
more.
to get there first? Are they going to get all? I am
Also,
potentially
Rum,
routing
in
for map
the
four,
last 10 days of
maybe even
October,
a
I
forced
am
map five.
on
I don't think it's going to be one of those
PTO.
games where it's a 3-0
10
or an
days,
easy sweep because these guys,
the last
man,
10 days of
they
October,
are
I'll be
going
off,
to go all out.
getting
It can
paid
literally be
and be at home.
but this game, but the very first
I
match
was
that
forced to take
Apocalypse
PTO because
is
I
hard
maxed
points.
out at
We
work,
have
so
said it a lot of times.
that's
you
gonna be nice.
Can't forget that P2, you must not.
Charlie, chill, bro.
You need to get the sponge locked
Easy,
in.
easy,
Once you
easy.
use that
Appreciate
sponge,
you.
It might be GG and over.
Have a good night, Rum. Get some sleep. Mwah. I'll be up for a while.
They are going to have a go at
I'll be up for a while myself, Rum, but get some rest.
Into this game, Paradox Gaming taking on
Let's do this.
the Type 63 in
Woo!
the menace of Daniela's hands. We
Let
saw
the
him
match-
doing the
let's go.
business end of things with that during the South African qualifiers. Simply managed to pick up a quick 3-piece.
Y'all gotta think to represent a
Gaming, make it
to
a four,
represent
just
the
be able to
continent, like
control
yo,
this 3-1.
that's
Simply the
crazy.
five. Someone's
You know how much
toughest man.
pressure
He's
as a
already
player
on
that would
early
be?
rampant in terms of the slaying department.
14
It's like
and
one.
PDX, that
Obviously,
P1
there's
is
3
gonna be
teams
there.
coming out of
Playground,
NA, but
CR7 trying to play
imagine if there was
catch-up,
only
trying to
one
break that
team
hill
and you were
back and forth just from 3 Simsy,
you were to
finding
represent
value
it.
after value after
And
value.
that shit's
7
crazy.
kill
The amount of
mark, and
pressure
Easy
these
finds
players
a
are
couple
facing.
more live to break the IO now for them. S7 are finally going to start counting.
Appreciate Rum with the follow. Charlie, thank you for the donuts, by the way. You don't have to. You don't have to do that, man. I appreciate you, dude. For real, for real.
And PDX once again, so far, their kill feed has been in their favor.
You know what's crazy, Charlie? I get more support on TikTok every live stream than I do on Trovo, bro. It's so, dude. It's been like this for the last like 6 months.
Of that P2 guild that we know,
Even
Carl,
if it's
is
one person or 2
extremely
people
difficult to
watching,
break.
it's still more support than.
Especially when those anchors have set up.
I'm
maybe
so glad I
smoke
started
rifles will be
streaming on
thrown in,
TikTok.
hoping for Sierra7 to try and make a break.
Whether
Continue
people
with
watch
the
me or
control
not,
of
I
the
just
map.
I
You see the pre-fights
came to the
coming out
game
from right,
late, but
in case some players will be there
I'm
from
glad
the
I
top,
at
open
least
look, but Paradox
stream on this platform
Gaming,
because
the P2
it's
has been
this and
activated.
YouTube are
Unfortunately, have been able to
definitely the
point
future.
into the hill right now. They are in the point and the points are counting in their favor.
I mean, look at that setup now. All 5 players, they've got the spawn. Now the war machine.
It's the Charlie's the power of will.
Nobody found just yet. Now
Can
try to come to that
do you have what it takes as a player to represent Africa? That's all these players are fighting for glory, for money, whatever it may
As
be.
they are just dominating P2, and CR7 are not making much of a contest here. PDX are just going to run away with that lead, eventually cross that 60-point mark, but now they are going to flip the spawn. CR7 from behind, but they all get shot down. PDX map control, spawn control, and they are going to send S7 back to their spawn. Sparrow comes through, 62-point mark, and PDX so far, this has been their map.
For sure. PDX rotating through those score streaks and operators, they are in full force regarding
I
their
shouldn't be
kill
staying
streak.
up
70 points
tonight, but I'm
in favor
going
for them
to.
compared to these 12 from Sierra7. P3 has now spawned up. We know it's a little bit of a choppy hill, tight angles right now done by this tunnel, but once again the break from Virus managing to pick up Simsi and Muji, but the trades are going left, right and center, as you can see in the kill feed. No one able to productively be able to take control of this hill. Fantastic kill about Toxic, taking out the war machine from Fuddy. Sierra7 finally able to get a little bit of control of this hard point.
40 seconds and counting down.
I
If
got
you're
that- I
CR7 now,
got-
you
I
need to
got
make
that
sure
one.
you're banking every point you can from this one. S7 now equalizer there for Virus. Can he make it work? Toxic is going to fall first. Now Smokes are going to get thrown. CR7 are going to have the hard point time. Virus is still there. 3 players behind him. Finds one. Makes it a double. He might just get 3, but he's going to go back to the hard point time. And now CR7 are starting to rack up points. And they need to now hold it down. Play this clap time perfectly. Make that move to a speed 4. And you need to get there first. But finally, we see CR7 waking back up.
Yeah. Sierra7 finally being able to take a chink out of the shield from that of the Giants in Paradox. P4 on the spawn right now. Players from Sierra7 seem like they have been able to infiltrate that hill just to get there in enough time. Hopefully able to set up productively, get into those power positions and hold down that extreme force, which is Paradox Gaming. They do have control at the moment, Carl. We do see operators have been earned. We wonder when they'll be able to be put into play. Muji managed to get a massive 3-piece there, just allowing his team to be able to push up the map, hopefully get some position and make those important holds.
We're at 18-point mark now. Germ, Tempest comes to play the boys and Blue are going to break that point as easy as possible. Germ, a double kill found. And now PDX are finally once again in control of P4. Sparrow's still there. Toxic trying to get value, 20 kill mark. There's a lot of bodies in yellow, but look at that kill fed. It's all going to be totally blue, but now Vamp able to get the one value. War Machine is still there. Finds the kill. Hacks is going to go down. CR7 trying to get that break, but PDX are going to shut them out. Toxic, a double with the Sparrow, 96 and counting. About to break the 100-point mark. And for them, CR7 are still playing catch up here.
They sure. PDX have been able to cross that 100
I agree with you,
point lead. We
Charlie.
saw a
I could talk
fantastic
about
Sparrow
it,
play
trust
there
me,
out by
all
Toxic.
stream
He loves
long.
to channel this in a Legolas,
But
we like to say. But 3 seconds remaining. We do go back now to the first.
Everything
round
happens
of
for a
the
reason, I
rotation
guess.
On Apocalypse,
I
and
don't know.
right now everything is in favor of Paradox Gaming.
1-2-56, 112,
Oh my
56
God,
rather,
I look-
and now we're
I'm
back to P1. PDX are going to open things up first. They're going to start counting for them. And now if you're Series 7, you are probably wondering how you're going to break it. Right, so I go and say that, they automatically get the hill back.
Paradox is
Finally,
looking
one
pretty
kill,
strong,
Muji
though,
comes in, Simsi
as
on
a
that
team.
sub-control, 24 kill mark, and just like that, PDX now on the hard point time. Context comes through, and now they break it. 120 and counting. Series 7 hacks comes through, finds the 1 kill, make it out a double. The war mission for Fadi might just be able to make that work. Finding the very first value for himself, and Series 7 once again are going to break that P1.
For sure, players have been able to utilize their operators extensively. Fatty once again with the War Machine manages to pick up 1, but Muji with the return of the Death Machine, he gets the 3rd. Trades are going.
Audio's
in
a little
left,
bit
right,
chopped.
and center. 19
Audio's a
sticks
little bit
remaining.
chopped right now.
Players should be able to prioritize the next P2, which is highly considered to be that money hill. Get control of tunnel, get control of cave. Don't allow your opponents to be able to break through. And at the moment, we are on board with Virus, challenging now top bridge. The movement insane by Muji, but Virus is able to take him down and infiltrate him.
And looking at that mini map now, Series 7 are going to get that next hill first. D-Claw, it seems he's shots down, and he's also going to fall there, but now Vamp Germ has to go in, sees Vamp sees him first, confirms that kill. Death Machine hacks as well with the Tempest, and the operator skills are going to keep the player to PDX out of that spawn, out of the hard point time. But now Muji comes in, Simsi comes in, Virus finds him first, confirms that 1 kill. Germ through the window, but Virus is still beside him. Virus shots him down again. He's still going, finds 1 more kill, and Series 7 finally about to clutch the 100-point mark as D try to get the game closer and closer.
Virus still being an absolute menace with that equalizer. We do see now Sierra 7 has managed to break that 100-point lead. They have come to the party, perhaps a little bit of a slow start, now momentum building in their favor. Snowball effect. Paradox just accumulating the last scrap points of P2 with P3 loading underneath their tunnel. Players should be rotating around now.
Yeah, Troll, the OG Trovo's never coming back, bro. It's just a matter of time until... Dude, literally, I hop... Like, the main feed of Trovo, dude, there's like nobody...
Look at that mini map now.
I mean, you got a couple big Russian streamers that are still... But those Russian streamers have, like, let's say there's 300 people watching, only one, like, drops Elixir. Like, there's no... The heart of Trovo is gone. It's completely gone, and it's never coming back.
Game is extremely close. We did
Like, the amount of money I still have on Trovo, like, I'm gonna use that to grow my...
and tournaments, and Paradox have always been the victors in those encounters, but this is
I'd rather use that to grow my YouTube through YouTube advertising and TikTok as well. Like,
connections or issues, they're all playing on the same device.
trying to reinvest back into a platform that is on life support. That's me being nice. Doesn't make any sense. 2022, 2023 was the peak of Trovo, and then after that, hopefully, the biggest thing is hopefully I'll continue to grow on TikTok. We'll see what happens, but every supporter on both YouTube and YouTube and TikTok, I do appreciate you guys. Sierra's trying to keep it close in this hardpoint slums game, but now looking good.
Once again, getting first to that P4, but we do see the smoke grenades coming in. Lively seems like he's got the claw at hand. Manages to pick up the second one there. He's being an absolute menace. Still stunned and still being able to capitalize on that kill. We do see now Paradox with the cave spawn. They are bottlenecking at the moment. Extremely difficult to pull through this one, especially when you have players set up on that rock brown house, just overwatching. The assault rifles are doing an absolute business end of work right now in the kill department. But Paradox finally able to break the hill, essentially the brick wall of Sierra 7, and getting those essential last points to increase their lead.
There goes life. He's going to fall down now. Simsi comes in, the equalizer. The very
Paradox just crossed the 100 points. They're within range.
The 200-point mark now firmly locked in for PDX.
They could win in a next rotation, but I don't know if they will.
best of 5. You need to get the very first
They
map.
could,
you need
though.
to get the ball in your court. Simsy, the drone finds one more kill. The VMP's finding value as well. It's all blue on that kill thing. Danny freaking down there.
Oh my god.
Them out in 2-9-10.
Nah,
Serious
bro, this shit's
Seven
over.
Now trying to play catch up, but you need to make your way now back to a P1.
Danielo there with the
Oh
ultimate Mentos
my.
moment on the pursuit of the most beautiful kill feed. The equalizer from Virus has been activated.
Oh,
Managed
this
to
shit's
pick up
over.
One. Will he be able to get the
There's
second?
no way
equalizer
Sierra's
on
can
Toxic?
come back out of
Sparrow
this.
versus equalizer Virus on an absolute rampant. Finally
Virus gets a
shot
couple.
down there by Simpsy with P1 being contested. We see the war machine now. All operators are being utilized at this moment, and for sure it needs to be done so because Paradox are shy 30 seconds away from taking this map 1 hard point in their favor.
Sierra, they're trying their best. They're just
now back in that
80
P1.
points
They need to hold
behind.
it down. Every single second counts, and as I go and save that, I'm going to jinx it one more time. PDX now contest comes through. Danny finds one kill. Has a double kill to go and keep them in that one. Bam now comes through that smoke. Germ shuts him down first. Now he's gonna fall. Now the poison blue 227 150 point mark. Scrap time being perfectly contested by both sides. But now again, you need to get a P2. Who's going to get there first? The boys in blue are Paradox Esports already on P2. Muji, Godnade, a double kill. The boys in blue 239, 214 now. Who is going to get P2? CS7. If you're them, you don't have that spawn. What can you bank on?
Only 10 seconds shy from the victory. Paradox Gaming once again. The Achilles heel is P2 for Sierra.
Bro,
Paradox
for that
are
amount of
shy
money,
from
bro, I
taking
can't
the
even-
victory at the moment, Carl. It seems like it's a
Can't
little
even buy a
too-
fucking
little too late.
burger at
They
McDonald's
cannot
for that,
make an
bro.
impact, and ladies and gentlemen, it will be Paradox
It's just
Gaming,
funny,
your
Charlie. That's why I'm
victors
laughing
of
about
this
it.
hard point on Apocalypse.
But yeah, Paradox
Wow,
looking
Carl,
strong.
What a game.
I don't know. I mean, again, look, you need to see that final hard point down that P1. The same thing. You need to make sure you're getting. You see, if CS7, they had so many good rotations there, but when they needed to do that the most on that hill, they could not get P2. You just PDX get there first, and man, 240.
Sierra
there's
also
no
couldn't
way you're
defend the
getting
hard
PDX
point when
one.
they
Just-
did
had the
take control
scoreline,
of it.
10 more points. They had the spawn. They had the hill time. You're not breaking that, and that's it, man. PDX are going to get the very first map in a best of 5.
Best of 5 series, obviously the Achilles heel definitely being that P2 hardpoint for Sierra 7. For some reason, they did not prioritize it, knowing that it is the money hill considered on that map where you can soak up 60 seconds. We saw obviously first to 250, 60 seconds rotations per hardpoint, and Paradox Gaming very fluid, right? We've heard Germ, the interviews. We've done the necessary homework and training. They have the coaches. They are meticulous and methodical in their gameplay to this approach. They have the experience. They are a well-oiled machine. And I mean, in return, Sierra 7, 5-time back-to-back Nigerian land champions. They are not new to the show. This isn't their first rodeo, right? They have the experience, the players. They are here to put up a fight, Carl, and what an amazing game. Obviously going in terms of favor for Paradox Gaming. But ladies and gentlemen, we will be hopping into a Surge and Destroy. A lot of our favorites if you're a Call of Duty mobile fan. A lot slower gameplay, a lot more methodical gameplay. First bloods are essential, Carl. And I mean, who do you think will be taking that Surge and Destroy in the next match?
I mean, to be fair, it's going to be standoff. That's a classic map. Everybody knows standoff, apart from Abu Dhabi, though. He doesn't play.
SD and Seth
But-
should be
but
interesting.
again, everybody knows standoff. It's a very tactical map, and it's all about experience. Yeah, these two teams, you can't tell me they have played at least 100 matches each
Right,
on a
time
map
to
like that.
buckle.
So it's all going to come down to your gun skill, and of course, who has the better chemistry among themselves there, who is a lot better, able to think on their feet. It's about being able to change your strategies every round, even in between rounds. Even in that round itself, you need to rethink and re-strategize at the very moment. So it's all going to come down to who wants it more. So far, PDX now, they've won hard point. So it's a BO5. You know that if they win S&D, CS7 are going to be in a very bad spot, and you don't want to be there, trust me.
For sure, Carl, obviously being a best out of 5, as you mentioned, 2-0 up, you are stuck between a rock and a hard place, essentially, and knowing that they are in the losers bracket round 3. My guy, there's no more second chances here. If you lose, you are out of the tournament. And essentially, I mean, these players have been preparing for this time for essentially 6 months, Carl. If they are the champions of their respective regions, they are the heroes of those regions. And 4 have been eliminated, 4 remain. But only one team will be crowned the champions of Africa today.
I mean, only one. been a long time coming. Finally, we get a stage 5 ticket, so only one can represent us. And there's a lot of amazing teams still left. Eclipse Gaming is there from Nigeria. Series 7 is there from Nigeria. If you're the lad, I want to hear a standing ovation for your Nigerian teams. Come on, clap your hands, guys. Clap your hands. Your Nigerian teams are still here. ECL, Series 7. You guys have to root for them. But again, we have the South African. They were the winning region last year, so you know a lot of people want to see them again. But again, you've got the amazing Bear Clan. These guys yesterday, they were absolutely untouchable, and you know they are still there on the upper bracket. And later on, they are going to have their match. But again, the topic of now, PDX, Series 7, S&D zone standoff. Who is going to take that map? It's a very, very reoccurring
Sierra
question.
needs to
Now
win
we
it.
step into the map
If
finally.
Sierra loses
We
this,
should
it's
recall, and
2-0
one thing
and it's
Paradox
best
Gaming
of
and
5.
Series 7
So
have in common for this tournament is that
whoever
they were
reaches
both
3, it's
knocked out
over.
of the losers bracket by that dark horse in Bear Clan, something that no one
Sierra
saw
gotta, I
coming.
mean,
London is
psychologically they
standoff,
gotta win
bread
S&D.
and butter.
If
All
you
of
lose
the
S&D, I don't know how
it
you're gonna
is
make
an
us
absolute
comeback.
Classic. We love playing it, right? It's been around for a good couple of years. The players have got vast amounts of experience into this map. But ladies and gentlemen, we are about to hop into the swing of things. It seems like players are already set up at this stage. Just to be noted that the players are in the arena at the moment. We cannot be too descriptive in terms of the directions and bomb sites they are approaching, but it is a 5 versus 3 situation in favor for the team from Sierra 7. They have been able to open up that first blood account.
I mean, it's a 5v3 here. Toxic Beauty and Danny now left to go and get that clutch for their side. And if you're Series 7, you have numbers. All you now need to do is make sure you go and play that time. If you're PDX, you need to get the bomb put down. But now Toxic falls, and Muji and Danny left to go and get that clutch. It's a 5v2, and Series 7 may be about to finish the very first round with a flawless kill count.
Yeah, of course, round by round, it is the target. First to 7, you do have the attacking team as opposed to the defending team. Obviously, we've heard that defending should be a lot easier depending on your opponents and your strategies. But right now, we do see Virus. He's playing extremely.
Oh,
yellow shot.
Virus was patient with it, so.
Last left alive. He has been able to clutch up before, right? He has the potential. He has that insane raw talent and mechanical gun skill to close things out. But my friend,
No
Carl,
fucking
you
way.
are
1v4
Sierra 7
with 30
giant
seconds
with a
left.
wealth of knowledge and search and destroy. Let's see what Muji will do out with 28 seconds remaining in this round.
He's got a bomb picked up now, so that's a very vital move. He's got to make it work. Muji goes in.
Oh.
The shotgun absolutely sending him to that second round. And Series 7 are going to get the very first one. Round 2, here we go.
Round 2, here we go. We saw Paradox Gaming faced with an absolute slugfest from those shotguns. I would not be able to enjoy that encounter, it must be said. And this will be now round 2 of standoff. We have the players obviously locked in and focused at the moment. It is now the A bomb site that has been pressed, but that was just like that. Hax manages to get the frag kill and the 2-piece on Germ. Gunfights are going down in Cubby. Once again, Hax with that 3-piece, able to his team to open up.
Damn, Sierra's looking fucking. Damn. Yeah, no, they're looking good in S&D. Okay.
Situation at the moment picks up Virus. Frag has been popped down. Mushi deciding to hold his pace and perhaps take a different approach into his next encounters.
If you're PDX now, you're probably wondering how are we letting S7 outplay
Bro,
or Soifa on a map like standoff. The Soifa, Series 7 clearly a lot better. Hax with that 3-piece there to start the round off, and now Muji in a very tight spot. The bomb is not picked up. He's got to get that bomb picked up. He's got to get that bomb planted, or he's got to get the clutch. And
Muji got wallbang?
The Jinx comes through. Series 7 are just going to get the whole thing done and dusted. 2-0 as we now make our way to a round 6.
No, for sure. We saw, obviously, Sierra 7. They are known to be a standard search and destroy team. They've got lots of experience. They are normally favorited when it comes to this matchup. But Paradox Gaming have got so much. They are the heavyweights of the South African CODM scene, not to be taken lightly. We see fast, aggressive approaches down specific lanes of this map. Good set up there by Sierra 7. Obviously, being the defending team, Muji opens up the count with a first blood on Hax. Fantastic Tundra gameplay. And I'm enjoying the shotguns being introduced into standoff. There are a lot of close quarter, essentially areas where that shotgun will be an extreme menace.
For the very first time, we're going to see PDX get the first blood drawn out, so maybe they can bank on that. But again, the back and forth are going to come to the 5v4 Toxic now. Danny through that mid-mat finds one player. The pistol not going to work. Live shots him down, and a 3v3 winning for 3v2. Numbers are close. Toxic and the man of Germ up against Vamp and Virus.
Vamp and Virus, the duo taking on Toxic and Germ. The shotgun.
Oh, he markered. Oh, he got hammered with it. So Germ, last one alive. From PDX, 2v1.
Jim has been able to perhaps spot out those two players. He does seem like he's making the right call at the moment, but it is a 2 versus 1 situation. Jim obviously on that 1 kill. The boys from Sierra 7 holding hands essentially. They are playing for map possession at the moment. Bomb is down. So
They're
now
both
it
rocking
means that
shotguns?
Jim has to essentially get that bomb down or eliminate the last 2 remaining players on Sierra 7.
He's got that sniper in hand. I think an SMG picked up as well, so maybe this might actually work. But the clock is running out really fast. The bomb in the mid map there, very bad spot. And I think the players of Sierra 7 did not have that info. Maybe they do. You can see how they set up in there. 1 player top, watching that bomb, 1 player down. And now Germ makes that move, sniper in hand. 17 seconds on that clock. And now he's going to recycle back to the A flag. So S7 are going to have to make their way now towards the site. So far, 2-0, 1v2.
2-0 we do see now. Bomb is in hand.
Oh my god, no way. Oh my god, bro. Can Germ clutch this? Germ knows. Oh, game's over.
Just enabling himself.
The time ran over.
The timer down, and just like that, Sierra 7
that was great.
Another round win, making it 3-0 versus Paradox Gaming on the standoff search and destroy.
Virus, big brains. Big brains. Look at that. Just play the prone. You know you don't have to push the man. You don't want to lose that gunfight. You can't risk it. And he's just going to lie down there and wait for the clock to run out. Big brains, 10,000 IQ play. And now
yeah, that was definitely good IQ play.
They are going to, you know, they are so far snowballing. And they need to continue as they've started and tie things up on this best of 5. And 5v5 so far, nobody has gone down. Snipers in hand. Daniel overlooking. Fadi is over there with that sniper. Life also sniping. And well, again, PDX, man. The question is asked again, what is happening to them on the map like standoff?
Definitely, and just like that, Simpsy gets taken up by Life with the Tundra.
Trades happen.
In the response with his own sniper rifle gameplay, we are in now a 4 versus 4 situation. Players are set up extremely well. They've done their homework, they've done their strategies necessary to take each other's on. They have watched the VODs, but in this circumstance, we are at LAN. The stakes are ever so high at the moment. Life being able to take out Danilo with the Tundra, leaving Paradox with a man down in this encounter.
I mean, it's a 4v3. Again, Sierra 7 so far, they've just been too dominant, too good. And if you're PDX, man, you need to find the way back. But now Toxic making that move up slowly, and Life is going to shut him down. Does not let him get anywhere near. Muji takes Life down. The trader's going to get found, but now Virus again, they still have numbers 3v2. The bomb has not gone down. The bomb is also not picked up. 37 seconds and counting down on that clock now. Sierra 7 so far, their map control has been impeccable.
Oh,
machine pistol kill there by Muji. The
that's crazy.
SMG essentially, and Germ once again last left alive in this 3 versus 1 situation, not in his favor. We're finding ourselves a lot of time, Carl, it has to be noted that Paradox are finding themselves in a 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4 situation. Something is not working right. They need to reset the comms. They need to start prioritizing that and adapting to the pace of Sierra 7 on this gameplay. We've noticed that Sierra 7 are extremely patient, just holding down the specific lanes, not being too aggressive. Germ with some fancy mythic footwork there, essentially just showing off his gun, and the time runs out just like that. 4-0 in favor of Sierra 7, and it seems like every single round is going in their favor at this moment.
I mean, if you're a PDX fan, if you're watching this from the LAN, the online streams, you're probably wondering what is happening. This is not the PDX you're used to seeing. They're normally dominant and such and destroys. You know, they always somehow find a way to get the lead first and, you know, try to not lose it. But now they are the ones playing catch up 4-0.
Oh my god, it's all them Russian. Oh yeah.
Now Toxic and German going to shut me
PDX
off
just
as they
bliss the
find
shit up,
Toxic a double. The trade finds him, Fadi sniper, but it is a 2v4. The damage has been done.
Damage has been done. They have broken that extensive hold of Sierra 7. Vamp with the kill on Muji. We do see now 3 players from Paradox do have control of the specific bomb site. We do see now Germ on the flank, but Fadi with the return on Danielo. Germ and Simpsy versus Fadi. 2 versus 1 situation, and the bomb is in favor. The bomb has been planted on that bomb site, and it is 40 seconds and counting. Let's see what Fadi has in store for us with that Tundra.
Now recycling, he doesn't know to play down there. Fadi!
Paradox wins their first round.
Are going to get their very first round, and now finally something their fans and the players here.
They have a pulse. They have a pulse,
yo. It's still Search and Destroy. It's still the KFS Africa Cup Grand Finals, and of course, it's the road to the Call of Duty Mobile Water Challenge as we now make our way to Road 6. Mount.
For sure, 4-1 in favor of Sierra 7 finally. Oh, Kobe there by Fadi on Simpsy. Simpsy having a slow day in the office. It has to be noted, Carl, he is currently on 0 kills. Virus picking up Germ. Danilo also been eliminated. Sierra 7 have got the standoff on lock.
Oh
shotgun to the face. Toxic, good night, sir. See you in the next round. Muji.
Day
once
2 is
again
definitely better than
lost
day
their
1 because
full
day
life.
1 it was just
Paradox Gaming
boring to watch the
potentially
teams
need to
because it
adapt
was
to
like
this once again to the pace of Sierra 7 and change.
there's
things
no
up going
competitive
into next
games
round.
in
But
day 1.
5
This is
players
actually
left alive. We can see that no trades are coming
not
in
bad at all.
from that of Paradox Gaming. Sierra 7 sitting nice and comfy. They've pitched up their tents and essentially just waiting out for Muji to make himself an appearance.
Whenever the cam goes to the players of Sierra 7, you can see them smiling as they know what they're doing. They are dominating PDX right now, and you can just see that clearly on your screens and the numbers of round they do have. 4-1,
Oh,
Muji
hey,
now goes in, Virus sees him there, and the dance comes through, the shotgun, oh, the pistol, Virus able to get one more round for them, 5-1, as they continue to run away from this.
Sure, we can see there on the player cameras, they are locked in at the moment, Carl. They've got their fans just cooling down their devices and themselves because this is an absolute sweat fest and a grudge match. 5-1 in favor of Sierra 7. They are now the attacking side, so things have switched around. The defending team will be Paradox Gaming, so perhaps a little bit easier just setting up and being able to hold down their respective bomb sites. But Sierra 7 have been able to infiltrate that specific bomb site.
Oh, wow.
That the bomb has been planted. 40 seconds and counting. 4 versus 3 situation in favor of Sierra 7.
Now, 4v3, they do have numbers again, so they have to bank on that. But mind you, the bomb has gone down. So if you're PDX, you're not exactly at the part spot. Simsy falls, and yet to get his very first kill in round 7. And fighting with a double, oh my freaking god. Danny left to go and get that clutch on a 1v4. It's not looking likely. There's not a lot of time on that clock, and he's still going to get shot down.
Yep.
6-1.
Sierra's going to take this.
My friend
That's
Carl,
good,
I still am wondering what are we watching. I mean, we didn't think that Paradox would be in such a back foot coming into the Search and Destroy like we've mentioned. This map has been around for ages, right? But Sierra 7 have just done too much at the moment. But let's not count Paradox out. They are a heavyweight of the scene. They do have the experience and character to get back into this swing of things. We've seen many reverse sweeps in terms of Search and Destroy, but Sierra 7 only need that one elusive round to close out the Search and Destroy on standoff.
And Virus now with the very first kill. Sims is going to fall yet to get his first kill. Still, mind you, now Danny, Toxic, Muji are going to find values. Numbers are going to be in their favor. Virus takes out Toxic though. 2v3, Muji, Gem, and Danny up against Virus and Life. Left to go and get that clutch for Sierra 7. Which one more round, and they are going to tie the map 3s up all the way to a map 3. But can they clutch it up here?
Potentially so. We do see now numbers and lives in favor of Paradox Gaming. Sniper rifle gunfights going to that min-map, but Life picks up Germ, just equaling things out in terms of the kills department and lives remaining. 1 minute remaining. Bomb is still to be planted, or potentially so, the rest of the enemy team to be eliminated. Danilo, slow and steady in his gameplay, as well as Muji, the 2 sniper rifle beasts from Paradox taking on Virus and Life. Essentially so. I mean, neck to neck, these players are equal in each regard, Carl, and at the moment, we do have such a slugfest in our hands with Sierra 7.
Virus there now. They make their way slowly but surely. There's Muji and Danny just waiting, and now Muji finds very fast kill. Virus from behind confirms it.
1v1 situation.
1v1. The bomb.
Virus against
has to get that plant, but again, he can just go for TDM, a full-on TDM, but now the info is going to get given now. Danny, knowing exactly where the player's going to come out from, confirms the kill, 6-2, and now we go to round 9. Sierra 7, man, they've still got that lead.
Paradox has to win 4 straight rounds of S&D to force overtime.
All they need now is to put their nerves down, chill it out.
That's tough. That's tough.
To lock in that map 4 and potentially even a map 5. But again, if you're BDX, you're banking on overtime.
For sure, Cowboy. We've seen our
That's
once again opening up the kill feed there on Sims. He's still trying to buy his first kill at the moment. Numbers are depleting from each respective team. Hacks on Germ. If it is one team that will be able to potentially bring this back, it is PDX. They are resilient in the face of adversity, but right now the Giants from Nigeria are just too strong. Muji Daniela left last alive versus the
wrap it up, Sierra 7.
Let's
get to game 3 already.
Like Sierra currently have total map control of the standoff Search and Destroy.
And it's again 4v2. Muji and Danny left to go and get that clutch. The answer might be no. The bomb has gone down, and Simsy on the 0 kill mark. He might finish S&D with 0, and that cannot be good, as Sierra 7 are going to hand him puff, no doubt. And now Muji takes life down first, so maybe they can offer themselves an extra lifeline. But again, 3v2, Muji and Danny.
Oh!
Danny with the no-scope. Virus shots him down there. It's a 1v2. Muji left to go and get that clutch. Oh, the fate in his hands now. It's a 1v2. The time has gone on really fast. 9 and counting down. He's got to make that move. It's now or never.
It's over. Muji goes down. down. No much left, 1 HP left. He, oh my, wait, what? Oh, I was about to say, no way he clutched it. That was fucking crazy.
Absolute blockbuster.
Damn.
Wow, Carl. Just like that, we saw Ring Around the Rosie, as we've heard a couple of times this weekend. And the boys from Sierra 7 put on an absolute show. 7-2 dominance over Paradox on standoff Search and Destroy. Unheard of.
So now we're guaranteed to get game 4.
To tie up the series.
Can we get game 5?
Apiece going into control. It will be takeoff. And one of these teams will certainly be taking off in that map, Carl. And we just had an absolute blockbuster of a thing. Many of the time we saw Paradox players just left by themselves in a 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4, whatever the situation might be. Perhaps the comms were a bit lacking. I mean, being such a staple map, we thought that they would have enough experience going into that. But Sierra 7 was just such a unit on that map. I mean, the holds and the patience have to be commended, right? And they were able to essentially close that one out and tie up the series, Carl. I mean, that was insane plays there by Sierra 7.
They just, once again, in NG, they are known as the S&D Kings. And once again, they've shown you why they are the Search and Destroy Kings of Nigeria. Actually, I mean, that was humbling. You know, that they started so well, 4-0 up, and then you're like, okay, maybe PDX are going to find a way back. But you just saw that 7-2. And the man Simsy, you know, he's usually the player, you know, getting those heavy numbers. Simsy is just the guy you can actually count on when it comes to S&D. But you saw him, 0 kills in 9 rounds. That's something never heard of before.
0 kills
in 9 have banked on that, as now they've made their way to a map 3, a map 4, and potentially even a map 5. And now we go to Control.
Control it is on takeoff. PDX obviously coming into this as one of the strongest control teams in the scene, right? We saw them actually take that map off of Bear Clan yesterday, who are in your winners bracket, essentially, and they are just an extreme unit when it comes down to that game mode. Control, we know, is 3 rounds essentially, right, Carl? It's 30 lives a piece, and you do have those 2 sites that you either have to capture or eliminate the rest of your team. So a little bit of, we mentioned, a hard point essentially, and a Search and Destroy combined, which will be your map 3 on takeoff. Now, Carl, I mean, take it through us. I mean, who do you think is the favorites essentially going into this next map? Will it be Sierra 7 being able to take out the Control Kings in Paradox, or does Paradox finally have a return save?
This will be interesting to control
ahead in this encounter.
I mean, from what you just said, yeah, we saw them yesterday against Bear Clan. Bear Clan were dominant in the whole game there. But when it came to Control, we still saw PDX just say, oh no, this is our mode, it's ours. We are going to take the win there. So that's going to be something in the echo now for Series 7. Have they done their assignments when it comes to Control, especially on a map like Takeoff? You've seen PDX here a numerous number of times, and they never drop it. They're always so dominant on a map like Takeoff there, especially on that Control. So if you're Series 7, you have to have done your assignments, and are you ready now to finally shut down PDX on a map like Takeoff Control? But again, we just saw them on S&D, man. Series 7 are looking confident, and they are looking like they want to go all the way and eliminate the South African Giants, PDX.
Keyword it is that, Carl, one of these heavyweight teams will be eliminated after this matchup. I mean, it's insane to think about that. The Nigerian favorites, equally as the South African favorites, will lose out of this tournament and not be proceeding into the rest of things. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into takeoff. It is Control. It is Paradox Gaming taking on Sierra 7, 1-1 apiece. One of these teams will be able to essentially, the lobby has decided to be reset. Perhaps a little bit of a technical issue there by the teammates. And Carl, I mean, we mentioned the common denominator was Bear Clan being able to take out these teams and drop them down to the losers. I mean, who've been your key and standout players in respective teams? We've seen great plays across the board, players being able to put up essential numbers. I mean, we've seen fantastic snipes, obviously Control on takeoff, respawns that we've mentioned. I mean, we're going to see some insane SMG as well as the Odin, perhaps, you know, assault rifle, a very meta gun being taken out, and players racking up those kill feeds, operator kills, score streaks. It's going to be an absolute slugfest of a game.
I mean, to be fair, literally every single player on both those stars are to watch out for. I mean, you send them, anybody can carry the team. But, you know, players to really look out for now on the Control, a map mode like Control will definitely be Danielo for, you know, for the side of PDX. He's one of those players that can actually clutch up. Toxic is also there. Those are high number players. You know they're always going to give you the high number kills you want to go and see. And we go to Tier 7, there's Fadi, there's Hacks, there's Life. Those 3 players are a very dangerous, trio you want to watch out for. They always back those kills. As now we load in once again to take off, it's going to be on control. Control rather, it's going to be on takeoff. And this is going to be one of those maps that, you just can't say who's going to win till you go to the very last one. As now we set in, let's go.
Finally, reset has been done. The players are locked in. They are ready. They are ready to win this map for their team. We do see now a strong and aggressive push being filtered down through the A side. Smokes and tacticals and frag grenades equally being thrown in. Just being able to take out those lines of slice one a piece. It looks like it in the kill department. Everything was tied up before. Sierra 7 being able to take down that and hold that power positions essentially for the team from Paradox.
I mean, so far, it looks like it's 25 and 28. The lives are going to be in depth for PDX, so if you're Series 7, you can't let that happen. But now Simzy finds one more. Lives are going to fall down first. The A flag and the B flag, not a single tick getting locked in now for PDX. They are the attackers. I think they should know that you need to be capturing, but so far they are banking on kills. It might be working, but you can look at that clock. It's going to run out eventually if you're not capturing flags.
It must be noted players should be keeping their eyes on the clock and the time that is ticking. Muji being able to get that headshot on Virus, but in the return, Hax is taking him out. 18v23 lives in favor of Paradox. 2 ticks almost there, getting that A site. It has to be noted, once you are able to capture a site, the time does increase in your favor. But in the return, we see now Simpsy with the score streaks coming in. He had a poor showing in that Surgeon Destroy, but currently 8 kills. The man is on an absolute rampant in this first round.
And Simsy's so not happy. He got Dino there, but he's got absolutely 9. He's absolutely destroying everybody and everything he sees on the map now. And that's exactly, we can see 18 against 11. PDX are going to have numbers locked in. A flag though, 2 ticks locked in, 1 more to go. As now they're going to get that capture, and the clock is going to get reset. So now if you're Series 7, you don't have lives, you have lost a flag. All you need to now do is make sure you fully dedicate everything you have to that B flag and hold the full on defense. But again, nothing to work with, no operator skills. It's all going to come down to sheer gunfight skills.
100%. We see Daniello with the top 63 in hand, managed to pick up a 2-piece there. Life, it seems like it's just trying to hold down this area, not align the PDX players for the flank. Virus doing his work as well. Smoke grenades are coming in. The B bombs, shall I rather say the B site has been reset. 6 versus 10. Make it 6, so I'd rather say 5 versus 10. War Machine, we do see operators are being essentially activated soon, but once again it is Paradox with that life advantage. However, the time is ticking. They do need to get control of that B bomb site at the moment. Carl, 4 players lost left alive for Sierra 7. The gunfight comes in there by Axe with that Odin. Toxic on the return on Vamp with the USS 9. 3 lives left. Virus picking up 1. Simpsy on the return. 1 life left. It is life. Will he be able to give life to this game, or will he be eliminated from Paradox?
I mean, 1v6 is the last player standing, like you did say. He's got to give them 1 extra lifeline. He's got to find a way to clutch, which most likely doesn't look very easy. And now he's going to go in pistol there. But look at the ankle breaking.
That's crazy.
What the hell was that movement? And you're going to see PDX get the very first round on control takeoff. And now, yeah, they are again the dominant team you're used to seeing, as now they make their way to round 2. But Series 7, they need to tie things up here.
Showed you ankle breaking plays there, but Toxic, he is the 5-finger gyro monster. We have seen him before do absolute business end of things. There are operators ready to be utilized. Tacticals, frags, smokes have been thrown in. Toxic there with the Sparrow, picks up 1, manages to pick up the 2nd. He now has equipped the USS 9. He's doing the absolute rampant right now on this A site. Hunter Killer into himself. That is a suicide kill, but still being able to take out Hax. The kill feed is going left, right, and center. Muji with the patience, but body shots already so early into the series. Hopefully it does not come to bite him in the back later on.
I mean, sorry for Hax.
Body shots is crazy, bro. When you're tied up.
The captures are non-existent. The lives are close. A full-on TDM so far. But if you're Series 7, you need to watch that clock. You need to eventually start to get captures now. Muji takes out Van. PDX is all going to be yellow on the kill for them live. Pistol comes out, whips it out, confirms the 1 kill. Danny able to get that trade and shuts him down. 17 and 22. The time already going out fast. Hax there wins the 1. Godfight. Toxic falls. Virus now with the equalizer. He's got to make that work. Finds the very first value. The trade doesn't come through. He's going to find a double, maybe a triple. Sees Toxic with the chaser. Of course, they can find it. Virus, the freaking coach you are. 15 and 17. Lives are close.
Virus perhaps the needle in the haystack for there from Sierra 7 onto Paradox. We see a little bit of a shaky shot by Vamp. They manages to clear up a Toxic. Daniela on the turn. Simply with his own equalizer being taken out there by Fady. There is an 11 versus 14 situation with only 12 seconds remaining. A point has to be captured from Sierra 7, but it doesn't seem like they have the map position and control to be able to do so. They still are fighting. They still are resilient, but Simpsy, the massive wall of the young man, has been able to push them back. They have 5 lives left with only 3 seconds on this control. Round 2, it seems like
Paradox
this
looking
will
very
be
strong
all
in control,
Paradox
God.
at the moment.
1v10, the one player. And as I go and say that, Danny shots Fadi down. PDX so far, takeoff has been their map. Control, once again, their game mode. Absolute dominance, not a single value being found here for Series 7. But now round 3, the game is still on. We've seen 3-2 comebacks. We have seen reverse sweeps before on Control. Is this going to be one of them? Or again, maybe this might just be PDX, you know, dominating and absolutely outslaying Series 7. As the 30v30, the war machine is being brought out by both sides set of players, and no value has been found for either one. So might be wasted of pro skills at the start of the round.
For sure, we see early kills coming in there from Paradox. 27v28, 1 minute remaining. We do realize that they have to capture these necessary sites. It is Sierra 7 essentially holding down the defensive side of things. Mushi on a little bit of a flank. Will he be able to capitalize? Will he be able to pick up the kill on Hacks? Yes, he does. Uses 9 once again. Body shots coming out from Muji. Misses out narrowly by Vamp. Toxic with the Sparrow. He is shooting those arrows. I don't think he was able to capitalize on anyone there. Fadi with the Type 63 just holding down those necessary lanes. Fires extremely slow plays, patient plays. We do see now part of Paradox team has pushed up that top cat. The Tempest has come out. I think the chain reaction has been able to freeze those players there from Paradox, just giving Sierra 7 enough time to push up the map.
Now 21 and 15. For the very first time, we are going to see S7 get those numbers again. Look at that clock. 26 and counting down. Not a single capture on either flag. If you don't get captures, the timer is going to run out. And Tier 7 have been dominated after dominating after dominating. 20v10. Double the lives. Jam, India spawn. 17 kill mark now. Danny comes through.
They're like, let's just wake up, guys.
Jam finds one with the Tempest there. Life is going to trade him out. Simsy also in that spawn. The spawn trap might be on. Series 7, 18 against 16 now. The boys in yellow are going to come through as well. The fight back. Simsy taking out players live. Shots him down. 16v5. The timer runs out. Sierra 7, no, it's not out. They're still fighting. Hard sticks out Germ. Can they still make it work? Daddy comes in.
With 1 second left, they're taking 2v15.
They're holding it down, but 2 more players make that work.
Oh my God.
What the back to life. 2-1, round 4. Here we go.
2v15 came to life at the end of that round there, Carl, enabling themselves to just stay into this control map and hopefully put themselves.
They lasted a little too long there in the end.
Match, but what an absolute showing of perseverance it was by Sierra 7, saying we are in this, we are not out. You cannot take us out that easily. But now, Paradox with the defensive rounds, essentially, players are dropping like flies in this auditorium area. Fadi with a little bit of a flank. He does make an encounter with Toxic. Good movement there. He has the trades and the teamwork there by Virus. We are seeing great teamwork and chemistry coming out of both teams.
Now, PDX, do you have that life by just 1? They need to now bank on that. Simsy takes 1 more kill down. Now, live with the bet. Finding value. Simsy takes out Virus. The back and forth are going to go through. 23 and 25. Again, the flags are not being captured. I don't know what they're doing. Both sides, they keep going for those kills. They're forgetting the actual objectives. Control, you need to capture flags. And Series 7...
They're like, fuck it, it's S&D time. It's not Control, it's S&D. Not S&D, sorry, TDM. I meant TDM. They're playing like it's fucking TDM.
He manages to get that kill on Danielo, saying who nice has seen in the next round. Vamp, but the Death Machine picks up the 2. Toxic on the return there. Fire still running rampant. He is on pursuit of Toxic. He manages to eliminate him. He's doing the business end of things with that operator. It seems like now, finally, Sierra 7 have been able to capitalize on that B side. 2 ticks and counting with life advantage as well at the moment. Carl, they are doing a full reverse sweep. Essentially, it seems like on Paradox. And at the moment, Sierra 7 are just too strong for Paradox.
18 and 11. Sparrow comes to you now. Toxic maybe might be able to go and change the game for them, boss. I go and say the Hacks is going to shut him down. Jam, a double kill found. 16v9. Lives are close, but not too close. CS7 have the numbers locked in. Muji now. The Death Machine might be able to rain death. Now going towards the spawn. Finds the 1 value there, but he's got to get a whole lot more. Make that a double. Now pushing towards this one. Look at those lives. Oh my God, they have lost it. 11 against 8 here. The Annie, the War Machine, the Death Machine. Simsy finds the 1 kill. Fadi's gonna fall. 10v7, 10v7. Who can make it work? They are pushing up to the spawn now. Vam there finds one kill, gets a double. 10v5.
10v5,
Double
yeah,
the
Sierra
life.
should be able to take this
7.
round.
Can they hold it down and just make this get round? Titans off. Virus goes in. Toxic
9v4,
4. Simsy. The
8v4.
Annihilator finds one. Daddy Assault takes life down. Jump goes in. 6v3. Look at those lives. S7. The time is still there on their side. Can they make it work? 12. Daddy finds one. You have to go. It's the 4v3. Guys are going
4v2.
4v2. Muji.
No.
Can they still clutch? Can they Titans off CS7?
Sierra 7 live
4v1.
advantage, only one left for Paradox. It is
Sierra
Muji,
takes that round.
and just like
Dude,
that,
they
he's been
reverse sweep. This is
eliminated.
gonna be crazy.
Sierra 7 tying things up 2-2 apiece. These boys have come out to play, and my man Carl, we cannot believe what we're witnessing. Paradox now on the back foot, essentially in terms
Oh
of
my
momentum. Sierra 7 are on a rolling fireball at the moment. They are here to play. Kills department, Virus is doing the absolute work, and like the duoship on the opposite side of things, it is Toxic and Simpsy, the South African duo. Claw activated. Life gets shot in the back, Germ on the flank. What an amazing two-piece it was there, just to capitalize on eliminating Life with his Claw. And right now, 27v30. Paradox have a couple of lives in their favor. Danilo just trying to push up the map and get some position, get into those potentially power positions, but it is all Sierra 7 now focusing on that B site. Tempest hacks. He's been able to do some damage with that operator, and it is now 25v26. The kills are flowing from either team.
24 and 25, loves to close till anybody's game now. Hacks, Tempest locked in.
This
Trying
is
to make
actually
that
hell
value
of a
work.
game.
Jam is going to fall to the man. The flag captures, look at Hacks still absolutely going wild. And the flag captures once again. Why is nobody capturing? I don't tire. Can you please capture? 22v22, 21v21. Back and forth, a full-on TDM. It's what we're watching.
For some reason,
Straight
players
up,
are
it's TDM.
allergic, should I rather say,
Not control.
to these sites. They're just going on for a full kill fest at the moment. That is exactly what we are witnessing. It is Sierra 7 tying things up there with Paradox, but the first tick on the A
Sierra's
site
trying to spawn
has
trap him.
been accomplished. It is now Muji and Germ on the return, just trying to push up the map, get some kills, get that necessary position, which is essentially the control game mode. The A site has been 2 ticks captured by Paradox. We do see now Simpsy being eliminated there by Bam. Germ trying to make a flank, but Sierra 7 have been able to eliminate a couple of players from Paradox. We are tied up 14v14.
The A flag captured though. PDX is going to bank on that one now. Muji a double kill.
12v14,
Overextended.
11v14.
Danny finds one more. Life is going to fall. And 11v14. PDX are going to get numbers locked in. Fadi on the 19 kill mark. Simsy finds one more. And it's all going to be yellow with a mix of Fadi. It's a 9 and 13. If you're Series 7 now, you can't lose it. The momentum is in your court. You mean you got 2 back-to-back rounds. But now look at that. Guildford absolutely yellow. 6
Oh,
and 13.
no.
Series 7. 5 more players. Can they save them? But Dion Prick, those kills are going to come out to play. Both sides. Equalizer. Sparrow, War Machine, Death Machine, 4v11, last 4 players standing, make that 3, make that 2, 5
It's over.
Can you save them?
I'll
BBS
give
are going to
Sierra
go
credit. They
one bit, and
fucking-
the one more player is Fadi
They were down
in a
2-0.
1v10. What can he do? 5-1 value Simsy overlooking the 32
Oh,
kill mark
rough.
for him. BBS, take control.
PDX take absolute control of takeoff. It looked a little bit shaky for them, Carl. It has to be noted. They were up by 2 rounds. 2 rounds. And Sierra 7, resilient in the face of adversity, abling to come back and equal things out. But PDX saying, I'm sorry, sir. We haven't accumulated 2 rounds just to let it go that easily. What a great showing. It has to be noted there by Sierra 7, managing to tie things up. But once again, the kings of control, PDX, abling to just close things out. And that was a fantastic game by both sides. PDX obviously now 2-1 up in the series. I mean, that one elusive round for them. It is there. They are close, Carl, at the moment. But Sierra 7 still a lot of bark left in their fights. They have the capacity and potential to bring things around while we go into that 4th map of Hardpoint.
And if you can
Back
feel
to
right now, I am
Hardpoint,
literally
guys.
sweating. Those guys give us an absolute banger of a show. It literally was anybody's game up until the very last round. I mean, you saw 2-0 up, PDX starting very well, and then Series 7 absolutely dominating the next 2 rounds. 2-2, we're tied up, and then finally it's PDX say, okay, fine, it's our turn now, as they are going to get that clock, to get the round done and dusted. And now control is theirs. They won Hardpoint, they've won control. Now Series 7, if you're them, you know you've lost the first Hardpoint, you cannot lose 2. And this is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, the Hardpoint is going to be, I need to see the map B-roll. It's going to be very important here. The Hardpoint now, for CR7, they have to take it. It's a best of 5. You don't want to lose this hard point because if you lose it, I mean, you're gone.
For sure.
You're gone.
The Kings of Nigeria potentially on the brink of elimination, while Paradox being 2-1 up in that map series. I mean, if we look, taking a look back at the hard point on Apocalypse, right, Carl? Essentially, PDX got a massive lead in the beginning, but it seemed like Sierra 7, once they started getting into the momentum and groove of things, they clawed their way back, right? They smelt blood. We saw them come back with a dominant fashion in Search and Destroy, winning 7-2, if I can recall those scores, and Control was almost anyone's game at the end of things, but Paradox giving them a little bit of something, but then taking it back in its entirety. Hard point, 4th round. This could be a make or break, essentially, for the team from Sierra 7. They are the Nigerian Giants. They are the crowd favorite, and they do have that hometown advantage, Carl. Going into this next map, it could fall in anyone's favor. Who do you have taking that hard point?
I mean, if I'm going to be very frank here, it can go either way. You guys can tell. But again, PDX won first hard point. They would be banking on winning hard point 2. That's it. Win hard point 2, we qualify for the upper bracket, and that's all they need to go and do here. But again, CR7, man, whenever you see them get around in Control, whenever they get around in S&D, whenever they get a 3-kill streak, 4-kill streak, you can hear the fans, you can hear the land. They are shouting, they are roaring.
Summit hard
so
point.
Of course, they have the backing of the people here. But now PDX are also going to feed up that energy and say, oh no, you might be supporting them, but we want to get the win as badly as you want them to get it. But now we are heading into that map 4. It's going to be hard point Summit, and this is it. CR7, do or die.
Sierra gotta clutch it up to force game 5.
Hard points.
This is it for them.
It is Paradox Gaming taking on that.
It's either you win,
Sierra
you
7.
go to
Great
game
map
5,
in
you
this
lose,
classic
your
mobile map
championship
onto the
run is
traditional
over.
3-lane. We do see
That's
now
it.
Massive
You don't
contest
have
going
any
down
more
now
chances.
In P1, it looks like Paradox have opened up that kill feed. Muji with the 3-piece, Daniela and Toxi following suit. Toxi with a little bit of a flank. It is some shaky shotgun plays there by him. Sierra 7 still not able to break into this P1. I mean, 40 seconds and counting, and the clock is ticking. The points are being accumulated. They are all yellow at the moment. So is the kill feed.
I mean, 21 against nil. This is it. We talked about it before. PDX, they're banking on hard point. They've won the very first one. All they now need to do is make sure they win hard point 2. It's Summit P1. So far,
Damn, not a
it's
single
all
point
them.
for you,
27 v-0. CR7, not a single point found. 30 and counting. You need to now start banking on P2. You can't be losing this much points on P1 and to contestant. Go to P2, get that spawn locked in this over P3, and maybe you can start something good. But so far, PDX P1 is theirs.
The moment it is a PDX show. I mean, almost accumulating a
Wow,
full 50
not a
plus
single
on the first
fucking
P1,
point.
unheard of, unseen.
Not a
Sierra
single
7 on the back foot
point
currently.
on P1.
Has been able to spawn in this. Is
Shit.
the catwalk kill. There are a lot of avenues and contest spots to be able to capitalize in. We will see a great setup now from either teams. Germ does call in the Predator missile, a little bit of a UAV, and being unable to, should I say, capitalize there with the kill. Muji with another massive 3-piece. It seems like the kill department coming up from Paradox side is extremely prolific. Sierra 7 a little bit on the back foot in terms of that momentum. Germ with the 2-piece. Muji with the death machine. 150 bullets in that chamber. Raining death or fire spray and pray, my friend. He has actually obtained his EMP. Mushi! Give them mercy, please, good sir. He is rotating street.
Holy
No one
fuck,
can
this is
stop
an
him at the moment.
absolute
75
wreckage.
and 1. The boys of PDX, they are angry and they want to make their way back. Now the War Machine, Danny, a double kill found.
Dude,
CR7
what the
are finally going to
fuck?
get the break they so badly wanted. But aside say that, they're going to get shot down. PDX over and over and over again. It's their hard point time. It's their hard point map. Muji, a double drawing kill. Virus now. They need to get that P3 and look at that mini map. They do have it.
They sure do have it. P3 and about to spawn soon. It looks like Sierra 7 finally has spawns and control of a hard point 2 a little bit too late. Claw, they do have operators. The Claw has been activated by Life. He does a little bit of those wall bangs, getting some hit markers. Will he be able to capitalize on some kills? He does. It seems like the kill feed now all in favor of Sierra 7. Perhaps this is their resurgence, Carl. Perhaps this is their way and their break to bring themselves back into this hard point. Paradox have a fantastic lead. Sipsy with the equalizer. Spray and pray. The Tempest from Hax in the return. 3-piece from Hax. Fatty with the death. Should I rather say War Machine, the potato missile. Germ on the return. It seems like an absolute grudge match. Pandemonium in this P3.
Sierra's getting some
They are
points
just
back.
kills galore.
And kills galore, that's it. Hacks now, drawing finds a double kill. Virus finds one more, so that is 34-93, 23 seconds.
A lot better than fucking 80 to 1 or whatever that score was.
Next. You can't
Good
bank on scraps for S7. Yes, contested, but also get that next. And of course, you're gonna get that. Look at that mini map. CR7 already sending a player there. PDX also sending V1 player there. Now look at that. It's only player number 2 for them. There's 5 players for PDX already on P4. This might just be another one where they go and run over the whole thing. But again, 52-93, PDX have the lead here.
Sure, Sierra 7 clawing their way back into this match. They have closed the gap drastically, right? But it has to be noted that P3 is in control from Paradox Gaming. They have those spawns. Germ being able to hold it down. No, it doesn't. The tag team duo there by Hacks managing to break it. Just like that, it seems like Paradox have flipped out. Spawns in favor from Sierra 7, potentially being able to tie up in the spawn. The points are popped. Virus with the
Sierra's okay.
Taking out the yellow. It seems like the entire team has been eliminated. It is an absolute kill fest at the moment from Sierra 7. Muji just trying to make plays, trying to break from the back. It seems like Paradox have now activated their equalizer. Simpsy with the 3-piece. It seems like it is to and fro from this hard point. We see Virus with the sticky flank. He has a Hunter Killer and Predator Missile at his disposal.
108.69. PDX above the 100-point mark first. Now Muji, 19 kill mark. That he takes life down. The Pred there for Virus. Might sound as a UAV, but you also need to get value. Muji and Germ are going to find theirs, but now you need to make your way back to that P1. So far, P4 has been back and forth, but CS7 closing that gap a little. And now PDX further, they are trying to get it locked in. Back to P1, 122.69. Look at this so far. P1 again. Fadi finding Muji first. Simply takes off Virus. The back and forth is still going to be there, but now CS7 are going to start counting things in their favor. Hacks is still there. Toxic falls. It's all blue. Germ takes one more player down. Hacks comes in. Now Fadi with the war machine to keep it held. Can they hold it? The death machine from Muji is to get that content. But now
Sierra's
the
trying to make a comeback.
First kill
They're
found.
fighting
The
for it.
person blue P1 looks like it's going to be there.
They were fucking
P1
getting
going either
absolutely
way currently, but
destroyed
Sierra
the
7
first.
just on top of things. They have been able to claw their way back into the
rotations.
series. Life with that claw, being able to get the kills. He manages to pick up 3, utilizing that operator to a
Dude,
team.
Sierra get first
Muji
game
just in the
5.
gunfight there with Life, but Life is doing that absolute work. Sierra 7 nearing that 100-point tick, but the contest is in. It is Paradox Gaming. Tapsy with the 2-piece, managing to pick up the 3rd. The man is on an absolute rampant. Scrap time remaining, 10 seconds remaining. They need to prioritize that P2 on Catwalk. Players need to set up, hold those power positions, Carl. We do see operators that have been obtained. They are ready to be utilized. But Simpsy still the equalizer, finally being shut down by Life. 99-130, P2 loading up soon.
P2 is now where you want to bank on. CR7 so far, they've been able to close that gap. It's number 31-point gap. 102 when counting. Now they're going to get P2 first. Tempest comes through for Germ. First kill found. Can they break that hell? The answer is going to be yes. As they come in, Fadi now for that trade finds 1 kill. He's going to get stunned there for a little and just enough to do the work for them. Danny, double kill. Muji falls. Vamp. But PDX are going to get P2 locked in first. And now the boy in blue comes through. But Danny fights him again. Live falls. Virus takes out Muji. PDX 140. About to cross the 150-point mark. And now CS7 again still playing catch-up. Can they retake P2? The answer is going to be yes.
25 seconds remaining, all in blue at the moment from Sierra 7. Just managing to get that scrap time, hopefully just enough for them to be close and reach that deficit that they have currently now with Paradox. With the P3 loading soon, players need to prioritize that spawn, Carl. It is so essential. This is considered the money hill of Summit. Hard point. Kills going left, right, and center moment. Fatty with the 3-piece USS 9. He is this carrier for Sierra 7, going on a little bit of a flank, but spotted up by Danielo. Big brain plays, watching for that flank. Danielo, the target,
oh my
picks up the 3. No one can stop him at the moment.
154, 118. So far, so good, so close. Nobody's getting till the very last breath. And now Spyro comes through for Toxic. Very first value found. You're all going to get that P3 spawn. Very vital. Money hill, like you did say. And if you're CS7, you have to break spawns. You have to break hard point time. It's going to be very technical. Fadi now coming through. But Toxic are double, triple with the SMG in the Spyro. And now PDX are holding it down. About to close that 200-point mark. Muji finds Hatch. Now the dead machine from the man Muji to that door. Nobody comes. Fadi slides in. Simply finds him first. The boys in blue. No way through. Eventually, they need to go next.
They go next. They are shy from that 200-point mark. Paradox Gaming, 19 seconds left. They still have control, but at the moment, we do see now rotations are coming
Oh,
in.
wow.
10-second scrap time. Paradox are soaking up all those points necessary. We do see now Sierra 7 still spawning P3, not favored, but
I
player
wouldn't
number
go
3,
for
which
the
is
scrap
Virus.
points.
He is going to infiltrate the flank from Paradox. He has been able to make not so much of an impact at the back over there, but it looks like Life trying to keep alive, but Toxic cancelling him out. Simply, once again, Equalizer has been activated. He is a menace with that operator. Virus trying to get a two-piece there. 210. It seems like Paradox once again have full control of P4.
It's
a
P4,
wrap.
it's T12, it might be done and dusted here. If they win it, CR7 are going home. If they're in their home already, it's just a door away. 2-8-10, PDX now. Can they see it through? It's P4, and it's all in their favor. The kill of it now. Virus comes through, takes out Daniello. Also gets shot down through that snow. PDX, 226, about to cross 230. No ops to work with, just the one. Spiral now called out by Toxic. Can he make it work? The answer, the spawns are going to get flipped out. Life now takes out Toxic there, but they need to hold every hard point time they possibly can. PDX are going to retake it fast as possible. 235, about to get 240. P1 going to load in soon, but they can end it there. 239.
Nope.
CR7
Can't win on this rotation.
But now you need to make sure you don't let PDX find any more value going towards P1.
For sure, Sierra 7 with that massive break. They needed to contest that heal P4, but Paradox seem to have full control of P1 again. They are set up, coming in all angles, kill feed
I mean,
going
they just
left,
need
right,
11
and center
ticks.
at the moment. The hill has been contested. Paradox 10 points shy from eliminating Sierra 7 from this entire tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Paradox
Sierra's
with
going
the
home.
contest. Sierra
Damn.
7 trying to keep up the fight. Fatty with the War Machine managing to pick up 2 kills there, just keeping a lifeline for Sierra 7, keeping their hopes alive at the moment. But it's no, just like that, Paradox 2 points
It's
shy.
over. Sierra's
They
going
have
home.
Become the winners of this encounter, winning 3-1
Gotcha.
and knocking Sierra 7
I'm
out
here.
of this tournament.
Hold on. Gotta make you mod. Gotta make you mod. Gotta
What
make
an
you
actual
mod.
match.
There we
CR7 fought
go.
hard.
Major mod.
PDX looked like it was just going to be there. You know, from start to finish, the hard. We still got P1. They got a 54 points against
Bro,
nil. Literally nothing
dude.
7. We saw
I'm
P2, they
surprised
started off
the way
70
that it
against
started.
1, 75 against 1
They
the
were
hard points.
Sierra
And
was
man,
getting. I mean,
just
they
have to
still
say,
lost, but like
PDX
they were getting
hard point on Summit is their
absolutely
playground, and they
annihilated
had
in
that all the
hard
way through.
point.
All the way through.
Well, Sierra's going
what an
home.
absolute match.
Paradox
I mean, we are
advancing.
sweating bullets up here on the casters booth.
This was the lower
We
bracket
can
too,
only
by the way.
imagine the amount of sweat that those players accumulated during that encounter. I mean, resilient in the face of adversity, it has to be noted. Sierra 7 gave such a fight, but the Nigerian Kings have fallen to the giants
Gotcha, Major
of
mod
Paradox
now.
from South Africa. GG's to
That's the
Paradox,
only
and
way I
they
can do it
obviously
is like you
advance
have to be in the
to
chat.
essentially the losers final. We'll be waiting for that matchup between Bear Clan and the last Nigerian hope essentially in this tournament, which will be that of Eclipse Gaming. But what a showing from them. The two heavyweight, super heavyweight teams, should I rather say, Carl, but it's just Paradox finally being able to go up against Sierra 7 on LAN. We've always seen, you know, the chatter online.
Man, to get to stage 4 and
disputes,
lose,
device
that's gonna be
disputes, but at
such
the
a.
moment, all players are playing on the same device. They are on their tournament esports
That
clients.
shit's- that
So
would make me
there
fucking
is
cry.
so much bragging rights now to play for, as well as knowing that, my good sir, I flew to your country and I knocked you out in the home stage. And Carl, I mean, your opinions on that matchup. How are you feeling knowing that Sierra 7 has been knocked out by Paradox Gaming?
I mean, it's going to be a very big heartbreak for all the Nigerian fans here at the LAN. If you're online as well, wherever you're watching it from, all the Nigerians, man, I know it's going to be a very big heartbreak. But again, Series 7, they fought hard. All
Gotcha.
respect
Appreciate
to
you.
the Nigerian champions. They came in.
I was gonna play
swinging,
BR, but
and they went
I'm
out
tired
swinging
as
as
shit.
well.
Like,
So
I woke
GG's
up
to
and
them.
I didn't
For
sleep
PDX
the best.
looked like it was going to be that game.
It's a
man.
watch
You know,
party
they were just
today,
better
and then
here.
after work
And
tomorrow,
now they are true to
I'll
the
play some
lower
BR.
bracket finals. You know, it is what it is. And man, this was an absolute banger.
I thought about
of a
going back
series,
to
no doubt.
sleep, but I'm like,
It sure
I'm
was
just.
absolute banger. It was. What a
I gotta
great
catch up
stretch
on this shit
between
anyway.
the two super heavyweights. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to tie things up, and we'll be going through to.
Gotcha, you crazy in
Thank you
MP
very
though.
much.
I saw you were playing
Hello
MP.
everyone and welcome back to the Squawk Box. I think that's what it was called.
I
We
tuned
have
in.
got the winning team captain from Paradox. It's Daniello. And man, oh man, what a series that was. We just have a few questions for you. The first one I want to know is, what's wrong with your S&D?
What's wrong with our S&D? I honestly think that we just got outplayed. Sierra 7 does have a really good S&D game style. They really just outpaced us, outplayed us. Look, we tried our best, but obviously we made a couple of mistakes in that like cost us
Yeah,
quite a
Sierra
lot.
did destroy
And
Paradox in
yeah,
S&D.
they gave us a
That's
run
the
for
map
money
they
for
took.
sure.
Hold on. Speaking of mistakes, bad day in the office yesterday. No, this is for you. Just keep the mic close. Bad day in the office yesterday. The way you started yesterday. Obviously, it wasn't exactly ideal for you guys in the first matchup against Bear, and the one that sent you into the gulag essentially. But your response has been emphatic. You guys have even knocked out my hometown team. You knocked out Delta in epic fashion. 50 to less than 50, 7-0'd them. Right now, what's the mentality? Because it seems to be brutal here. Is everyone angry at this point?
I feel like everybody's excited more than anything. I mean, like, it's the first time that we've really had a challenge, like, to us as a team. And so being able to actually be beaten and realize that we are not on top has just motivated us even more. We want redemption. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, we just got one more question for you. Who do you want to see in the grands?
In the grands, I want to see Bear. I mean, we want revenge, we want redemption. Is there any other question?
I like that. That's a fantastic answer. But we're going to go ahead and let you go right now. Just jumping over to Eugene. We've got to give you a huge congratulations to Paradox, as they were the ones to take that round 3 losers bracket final. But moving swiftly along here, guys, don't you worry. There's a lot more action to come. We've got more Call of Duty. But before we jump over to that, there's a bit of a world record going on at the moment. So, Eugene, give us a little bit more info on that.
Lucky Mavis will be making the attempt, the Guinness World attempt.
You're trying to do a world record with what? My God. See, this is what I was talking about, technical audio issues, guys. There's technical problems in this. Not just mic, but also the game audio was choppy as fuck.
A little bit of a break coming up here for you guys, but on the casting booth going forwards, it's going to be Eugene and I, and we're going to do the good old switcheroo, so don't you worry. Go get yourself some refreshments. There's still a lot of Call of Duty, still a lot of entertainment to come. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Shit, I don't even know who's playing next. Is it Paradox? Or is it the... Fuck, I didn't look at the schedule. Because Paradox came out of the lower bracket right there against Sierra, so...
Refresh the everyday with Mentos Gum. Yes to fresh.
Isolated was more active than Alchemy.
That was a good
Literally,
one, right?
gotcha. When I
We
tuned
didn't
into your
see
live
that
stream,
coming,
I was
did
like,
we?
oh my gosh.
Did we?
That shit
Did we
was
see that
spicy.
coming? We didn't, right? We wanted our own team to win. It happens.
Literally,
it
right
happens.
as I
You can't
tuned in,
literally have it all.
it
But
was
we
action
still
packed.
do
I'm like,
have
holy shit.
one of our home team in
No, it's
the
Barry gets
game,
Eclipse.
and hopefully they do bring it home. Because I really want them to bring it home.
No,
front
wait,
of
wait,
our
wait,
eye
wait,
for
wait,
our
wait,
own
wait,
country.
wait, wait, wait.
Hey, Badu.
We already had Paradox consider. Eclipse against Bears next. This should be good. I don't know why they're not updating the scoreboard for the match one. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. They updated it. So it's whoever wins between Eclipse and Bear goes down to face Paradox. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, man, they gotta be on that, updating that shit. Oh yeah, the body shooting that was happening between Sierra and Paradox was fucking crazy. I mean, body shooting when you're fucking tied, like, I don't know about that. That's being kind of... I don't know, I don't really... I wouldn't be body shooting when the game's tied, just to be honest. Doesn't look like you get disqualified for it, but like that's cocky as shit. I mean, I get if you're a better team. It's not that it makes sense, but if you're a better team, don't body shoot. Like, just get the game over with. You know, play professionally. Like. Gotcha. It's also, I was like, also when I saw you stream, I was so fucking shocked. I'm like, cause you never almost stream Gotcha. That's why I'm like, I had to tune in. I was like,
put me in the game now. I came here to prove it. I'm ready to do it. I can't be afraid now. Put me on the stage now. I'm ready to rage now. I feel like an animal stuck in a cage and I'm ready to break out. My time, my time. None of you people can tell me to stop. This time, like the last time, you better get ready to race to the top.
I will calculate as fuck, dude. I'm still tired. I had to tune in, bro.
My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Yeah, so what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made of. Get in the game, your moment of fame, show them what you made of. It's time that we stand up, it's time that we man up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up. My time, nothing can keep me from reaching the top. This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to rise. I'm ready to throw down, it's time for the showdown. I'm ready to rise, don't be surprised, I'll take on the world now. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My town, my crown, we know what it takes to be reaching the top. We're reaching the top, we're reaching the top. We know what it takes to be reaching the top. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My town, my crown, we know what it takes to be reaching the top. We're reaching the top, we're reaching the top. We know what it takes to be reaching the top. Lower the lights down,
they? Oh my god, bro! I'm not supposed to another 10 minutes. Are you fucking kidding me? Why do they keep restoring at 10?
Oh yeah, no, I don't know that. Yo, what was Milestone on the other one? Yeah. That one's actually Tunisia. Is that one Tunisia? Tunisia. Stand off, stand off. Stand off. Stand off. Get in.
Oh, they get to the maps.
Get in.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos Gum. Yes to fresh.
Gotcha. Were you playing with Truth? Is that what you say? Was it Truth that you were playing with?
Hello guys, welcome in. We are live, we are set to go here. It's the Kite Fest Africa Cup 2025 World Championships 2025 Africa Qualifier, and we are in the Ghanaian regional finals where either or 2-3-3 or the one and only 31 not are going to qualify. So yeah, Tiano, here we go again.
Under the electric lights of Arena 233, the atmosphere was nothing short of electrifying. Fans packed the esports arena in Accra, Ghana, cheering as two of the region's top Call of Duty mobile teams, Aura 233 and 31 Not, faced off in the highly anticipated Carry First Africa Cup regional finals.
I want a competitive game, right? It's a 7-map game. I want to see like game 7. If it's SND,
He'll fuck
like
himself.
Round 11, you know, going to the very end. I'm a fan, so I enjoy
Hey, he
proper
thinks I'm
gameplay,
dog shit. Hop in Ferg's do a tournament, bro. Let's see what the fuck happens
Deadly
then.
objective
Truth.
Control of Sunflower. Aura
Oh, bitch ass.
233 wasted no time asserting dominance, locking
Yeah, I
down
killed from the
rotations
back.
and
Wasn't
denying
even-
any momentum to 30.
Sorry, gotcha. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Not even if he's your friend, I'm just like, bro. Talks all this fucking game, and I have not seen him in any of Ferg's tournaments. Not a single one. Not a single one.
Well, it was unexpectedly competitive, honestly. I didn't think the 31 guys would do so well, but then we all knew the Aura boys would win. That's who I'm rooting for.
The vibe has been great. This is like my first.
I'll never
time
forget.
attending.
Fucking kill me
This is
from
my
the
first time
back
meeting
and then
Wayne.
starts
And also the
talking
31
shit,
points.
bro.
It's been very great. I really like the atmosphere.
With a 3-0 clean sweep, Aura 233 now heads to Lagos as Ghana's sole
Boys got ego
representative
problems.
in the Carry First Africa Cup finals, and also compete for a $15,000 prize pool.
The champions are here. We have Sama here. We have Green over here. We have Sunflower, Gengbe, Babushka, man. How's the experience been like? I mean, just more of the same of what I always do. Just came here to dominate and.
Gotcha. I'm not saying that
With
you
their
have really good
confidence
teammates.
soaring and momentum
He's just-
on their side,
that boy's got
Aura
problems.
233 is set to carry Ghana's hopes into battle once more.
This year, knowing what's at stake, you know, not just the $15,000, but the ticket to go to the World Championships finals, you know, to represent
Do you think
Africa.
he's good?
So
Hop
I
in a
expect
tournament,
everyone
bro.
to bring their
Like
A game.
even like myself, I know I'm getting my ass whooped if I get back in the.
So I expect a really
You know,
great experience.
I'm probably gonna get whooped
Yeah.
with Kura
And
too,
the
but
best
at
team will
least
definitely
I'm
win.
playing
The
in these
road
tournaments.
to
You
the
know,
Call
at least
of
I have a
Duty Mobile World Championship
getting a
runs
chance,
through
you know?
Africa.
You never
And
know.
Aura
At least I'm
233
playing in them
is
though. I
ready
can
to
at least
walk.
say that I'm playing in them instead of just like playing pubs and calling dog shit players. Like calling them out like that, that's crazy.
Slums. Right? Slums. Bruh. Slums.
That's all I'm saying, that's all I'm saying.
Rain. Rain. Slums. Yep. Slums. Yes. Oh, like they. See me. Meltdown. Take off.
But you guys were, gotcha, I was watching you guys. Yeah, I was watching you guys. He was in a tough spot with the defender shield. I saw that. I may not be like like when I spectate, I do watch like analyzing what happened. Like he was pretty sure there was a player behind him too and front. It was tough for Truth too. But he also I think missed. I think he missed shots. But yeah, gotcha. Biggest thing is Kira and I, like, we're gonna continue to play until October 4th. Like,
refresh the everyday with
I think
Mentos
chemistry
Gum.
is gonna go a long way.
Fresh.
Even if I completely get fucking demolished, at least him and I are gonna be on the same page. That's gonna be huge. Having that confidence, knowing that hey, I have a teammate that has a mic, and you know we got reps in together. Repetition's huge, and Kira's actually a pretty good player too. I'm down for whatever.
Hello guys, welcome in. We are live and we are set to go here. It's the Kite Fest Africa Cup 2025 World Championships 2025 Africa Qualifier, and we are in the Ghanaian regional finals where either R233 or the one and only 31 not are going to qualify. So yeah, Tiano, here we go again.
Under the electric lights of Arena 233, the atmosphere
I
was
already
nothing
gave
short
for,
of electrifying.
like, in the
Fans
first
packed the
server, I already
esports
gave a heads
arena
up
in
of who my
Accra,
team
Ghana, cheering as two of the region's top Call of Duty mobile teams, Aura 233 and 31 Not, faced off in the highly anticipated Carry First Africa Cup regional finals.
I want a competitive game, right? It's a 7-map game. I want to see like. Game
Also, I look
7,
really
if it's
rough, by the way,
SND, we're
gotcha.
having,
Like,
a
look,
round
you
11,
probably
we're
can't
going
see,
to
but
the
I
end.
look
I'm a fan,
literally.
so
I woke up and I'm like, fuck
that's
it.
what I want to see, you know.
I
Led by
ate some
Ruin
food and
the
I
deadly
just hopped
objective
on.
control of Sunflower.
I look rough as fuck, though.
Wasted no time asserting
Oh my
dominance,
God,
locking down rotations and denying any momentum to 31 Not.
Going to be able to cross one into wet mark, maybe, but it's 244. Riddle that war mission, absolutely.
Gotcha, I appreciate you tuning my TikTok as well.
You've
Just
been,
wanna
oh my
heads up.
lord, they are human beings, guys. Have some mercy. Hard when combined, done and dusted.
Well, it was unexpectedly competitive, honestly. I didn't think the 31 guys would do so well, but then we all knew the Aura boys would win. That's who I'm rooting for.
The vibe has been great. This is like my first LAN I'm attending. This is my first time meeting Ruin and also the 31 boys. It's been very great. I really like the atmosphere.
With a 3-0 clean sweep, Aura 233 now heads to Lagos as Ghana's sole representative in the Carry First Africa Cup finals, and also compete for a $15,000 prize pool.
The champions are here. We have Sama here. We have Green over here. We have Sunflower, Gengbe, Babushka, man. How the
Africa's looking strong though. Let's go.
Just more
Whichever team makes it,
just came here to dominate and
they might make some noise in
With
stage
their
5. They might.
confidence soaring and momentum on their side,
I said no earlier, but watching
is set
these
to carry
brackets,
Ghana's hopes into battle once more.
This year, knowing
I
what's
think
at
there's still
stake,
going to be a skill gap difference,
not
but
just $15,000
you never know.
but the
I mean,
tickets
honestly, you never know.
to go to the World Championships finals,
You
to
never
represent
know what
Africa.
can happen in
So
stage
I
five.
expect everyone to bring their A game.
Once you make it up there, you know, it's 16
Ruin,
teams.
Babushka, Sunflower. So I expect a really
I
great
believe it's 16
experience.
teams
And,
in stage 5.
And the best team will definitely
Yeah, I
win.
think it is.
The road to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship runs through Africa, and Aura 233 is ready to walk it.
Slums. Ready? Slums. Slums.
I'm not tripping balls, am I?
Slum. Yes. Yes. Like they. Simit. Meltdown. Tickle. Tickle.
Okay, it is 16 teams. Hey, look Wikipedia.net. Thank you for giving me the answer. I just,
The other one, yeah. Is that what you need?
it's in Katowice, Poland. Where the fuck is? I've never really.
Stand up.
It's $1,000 plane ticket for what?
Refresh the everyday with Mentos Gum. Yes to fresh.
$1,000 for plane ticket to Poland for this World Championship. Golly. That's more expensive than driving Atlanta. Oh my god.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos Gum. Yes to fresh.
Hello, welcome back, guys. It's the Kai's
go.
Africa Cup 2025 Call of Duty Mobile World Championship qualifiers, and yeah, this time I'm here with the one and only Tiano yourself. How do you feel? How do you feel? I mean, this is it. It's it. This is what we've been looking for all evening, all day, all 6 months, literally. And you know, Eclipse Gaming now, they are the only Nigerian team left. And again, the prize pool to be won, $15,000 US. That's a lot of money. Tiano, what would you use that money for?
So in the upper bracket, the main bracket is Bear against Glips. Woo! I mean, literally, man, it's it. This is it. You know, 3 more teams, first, second, and third. Series 7 are currently fourth. I have no idea who's gonna come out this one. I have no idea. I watched these in day one. I don't remember the matchups. I don't remember how these teams are.
You know, they fight again for NG. You know, keep the homeland, keep these guys here, the land. People who are here right now, give them something to look forward to by taking out Bear Clan. But Bear Clan, by the way, these guys have been absolutely monstrous and unstoppable. And please, you know, tell me about Bear Clan.
The Dark Horses on the scene, and they are about to grace us with their presence on the stage. The Kings of Iron, heading down all the way from Egypt. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Bear Clan.
Wait. Gotcha, I want to show you something. Hold on. Hold on a second. Gotcha. Hold up a sec. Hold up. Let me show you some. Okay, so this player, Charisma, right? Wait a minute. Where's... it's not there. Hold on. Gotta find it. All right, let me see if this make. Hold on. You see this player, Gotcha? Charisma. This is Clasher. Rocking the Elevates jersey. Spot any differences? It's like there's no differences. It's Charisma against like it's. The only difference is I'm wearing a long sleeve because it was really cold that day, so I wore a long sleeve. This photo will forever always be probably my profile pic. It even says COD Mobile in the back of the jersey too. You can't really see it, but I just want to point that out. Now these obviously this is just like a photo that this was a photo op. These players are actually professional COD Mobile esports players. Like that, there's a big difference.
Bear Clan, the Dark Horses in the African COD M scene, they have come with a vengeance. Obviously being only an online team up until now, they have been doing the business end on land. They've managed to knock out Sierra 7 and Paradox down to the losers bracket. They're still yet to lose a match, Carl.
Hey, Elevate went down a losers bracket and came out and won the world champs.
Victory of being crowned the African Cup champions.
Anything Gaming again, they are the final Nigerian seed. And my men, you know, this is it. They have to stay in this one. But again, guys, I'm going to introduce you now to our very last Nigerian hope. The guys you want to keep in this one, Eclipse Gaming. Let's go. Are in the hometown, they have the support of the land fans here, so they need to make sure they keep it, you know, they utilize that to the absolute maximum. And man, if you're Eclipse Gaming, this is going to be a very tough one. We've seen Bear Clan, they've been absolutely monstrous. They can't be stopped. They are going through everybody one by one. And now if you're Eclipse, this is a very heavy task, a very daunting task, but you need to go through it. Can they win? It's a best of 5 again. Can they win this? You know, are they going to be able to do it for the Nigerian fans here? What do you think?
Yeah, for sure, Carl. Obviously, Eclipse Gaming coming into this matchup essentially as the underdogs, most would say, the second-ranked Nigerian team for a long time, obviously falling short to Sierra 7. But guess who has found themselves still alive in this tournament? It is Eclipse Gaming. To be honest, I've spoken to a lot of people in the community. I'm a little bit of an Eclipse fan.
No,
at the
Sierra.
moment.
Did
I
he
think
say
they
Sierra
have
sounds
just
alive
that
in the
zest,
tournament?
that
No, they were
passion.
knocked out.
They have
By
that
Paradox, what the
character
fuck?
to perhaps pull an upset on Bear Clan.
I either
Who's to know?
misheard
We
it
always
or
love that
they
underdog
did
story. But damn, man, that Bear Clan is just too strong. We'll see what is in store for us, Carl. I mean, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I think Bear Clan should be able to take the win in this encounter.
I mean, to be fair, that said, by the stats and by the what we've seen the whole weekend here yesterday, Bear Clan looked like they could not be stopped. They literally are the things to watch out for. But again, home ground advantage here might be something. You've seen Eclipse Gaming. Absolutely nobody thought Eclipse Gaming were going to make it to the round 3 of the upper brackets. But look at them, that they are sitting pretty. And you know, this is it. One more to the upper bracket grand finals, and they can't do it. All they need to do is stay hungry. And of course, the S&D man, Demo, that man. We saw the man drop 20 kills plus an S&D, so he's going to be a very important player for the squad in this particular match and mode now. S&Ds might just be where they have to bank on. Again, the maps and modes are there. Hacienda Hearts point to kickstart things off. Kurohana Search and Destroy, Abu Dhabi's favorite map in Call of Duty Mobile. Take off control, Apocalypse Hardpoint, and then if we get to that map 5, Coastal Search and Destroy.
Yeah, for sure, Carl, a fantastic map set, and has to be noted, Eclipse Gaming did knock down Aura 233 and Delta Esports, the runners-up essentially in last year's Carifest Africa Cup, so they have proved a lot already in this LAN event. But Hacienda, one of our fan favorites for that hard point, I think we're going to see a grueling match.
Hacienda HP can get wild.
Some say animated in a sense, perhaps that's why you choose that fan favorite. Perhaps
S&D take up control, Apocalypse if it forces
once
the game
again, definitely a strong selection
Apocalypse
over the weekend in terms
is where
of
HP would
control maps.
restart
Best
in
out of 5,
Coastal.
it will be Eclipse Gaming versus Bear Clan, and man, Carl, we have an ultimate series on our hands today.
What do you think? It's a best of 5 again, like you did say that. And Hacienda Hardpoint, Kurohana S&D. But do you think Eclipse Gaming, can force that map for potentially a map? Because if it's going to be a series for Eclipse, they're most likely going to go all the way to map 5. Because in using Bear Clan, they are not getting beaten 3-0. It's not possible for Bear Clan. So now, if Eclipse actually want to get the win here, they have to make sure they are taking them all the way to a map 5 or maybe a map 4. So what do you think? Do you think we're actually going to get a map 5 on play here?
Carl, that's definitely a tall order to ask for, it has to be noted. I mean, Bear Clan, we saw them 3-1 Paradox, right? So many people were banking on Paradox to be essentially in the winner's final spot. This is where Paradox should have been. Bear Clan should have seen themselves in the losers, but it's the opposite way around. Bear Clan, essentially 100 clubbing Paradox in that combined HP. I mean, a sight that I don't think we've ever seen before. Very rare sighting. Look, in other spectrum of things, Eclipse were able to put some good, decent fights against the Delta Esports and Aura 233 respectively in Search and Destroy and Hardpoint. So they are a favored team going into all of those game modes. But at the moment, I just feel that if Bear Clan come with the same momentum and zest and resurgence that they did from yesterday, I think it's going to be a tall order to ask for Eclipse Gaming to be able to close things out.
I mean, again, it's LAN. This is LAN. Equal devices, equal networks. You can't say, I've got a shit device or I've got a bad network. So it's all down to this. You can't complain, Everybody has equal chances here to make it to the upper bracket grand finals. And this is it. This is it for Eclipse Gaming. They are the last Nigerian seed. They have to do something. Hopefully, maybe just make their home team proud, the home fans here proud. But again, Bear Clan, like you did say, these guys, they've been out. Under 100 for PDX. That is something, if you told me a couple weeks back that, hey, Carl, we're going to be at LAN and Bear Clan is going to somehow win PDX 65, 250, 65. I'll tell you, you're crazy. Like, we could literally throw hands because no, how? And so Bear Clan right now, they're looking like they can't do anything. They can do the undoable. So Eclipse Gaming, they have to have done their assignment, study those votes, watch the stream from yesterday, watch the past scrims, look at the scores, how these guys play, and maybe get a counter for that. But again, this is going to be a very tense one, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure, Carl. But once again, the players are getting ready. The casters are ready to hear their velvet voices. We are going to have an absolute slugfest for these winners finals. We are now hopping over to the dynamic duo of Trout and Eugene Abu Dhabi. Take it away.
Well, welcome to Hacienda. We start right out the gate. jumping straight into it. This is Bear Clan versus Eclipse Gaming, the last hope
Alright,
for
here we go.
Nigeria. Bear Clan coming from the north, straight out. P1 on that exposed hill, Trouty.
This P1 tends to be a complete pandemonium. 20 seconds or more, you are doing the Lord's work. And right now, it's backwards and forwards. But of course, the first bit of time going the way of Bear Clan. Obviously not trying to get any more of a skip in their step, as they have skipped over every competition so far.
Right now, P1, supposed to be a dicey hill, but seems Bear Clan holding easily. I spoke too soon. Their step, a toe in it. It's Eclipse finally finding the blues in there for the scrap time. Device will come through. They take it back for the Bear side. Meanwhile, the target, of course, should be P2. The lock down that money hill on position 2 in the garage. So far, the leader with the gap by 20 points for Bear. It's a small lead, but a lead nonetheless that they can appreciate.
Absolutely, and I mean, they don't really need to be playing for spawns right now, as these guys are shooting everything that moves. We saw our first set of streaks already called in, and just to add a little bit more salt to the wound, they have won that rotation. They're going to get the first bit of time on you, and you can see these players are going to start roaming a little bit further around the hill to keep as much map control as possible. Man, oh man, the masterclass in HP still on show here. Having said that though, Caster's Curse, maybe the pitch is in, Coco Fights do, but it's going to be a quick trade, and from the front we go. It is just Victor and Demo. They try to get the break in. It's close spawns now, still in favor of Bear Clan. This may be the break.
There was a bit of a break there, pandemonium on the hill, but Bear held steady. The yellow wall standing still for the Egyptian side of Bear. Oh, spoke too soon. Time is in there, gathering some time for the side of Eclipse. The Eclipse falling mantra slides through, access denied. Charisma falls as well to time. The hands of time working in the favor of Eclipse still as they hold the line.
Holding the line true and steady, as they've actually managed to break one of the hardest hills in this map. Having said that though, Charisma and Device just simply clean up. It's just Demo left. Demo trying to get a few more of those picks. Scrap time now going the way of Bear Clan, but that lead significantly diminished now as we go towards this rotation, and it's going to come down to a huge 1v2 here for Coco to win. If he does get that 2-piece, that may just be spawn secured, but unfortunately he gets taken down. So rotation now won by the side of Bear Clan.
Trouty, I'm going to be honest here. This is closer than I expected. Like I said yesterday, the word of the day this weekend, like a Dora the Explorer episode, is rotations, rotations, rotations. Chat, spell it with me now, R-O-T, and it will be Eclipse who get and take it back from the Bear side. The question is, can they hold this exposed hill? The streaks should be coming into play right now, as the EU claims 2 for the price of 1, a nice 2-piece for himself. Hunter Killer Drone from EU on that automaton, the XM4.
Well, the trades are going backwards and forwards right now, but we get to see the power of the specialist. Mantra finding 2 with that Tempest in hand, and now it's going to be a tin control for the boys in gold. Oh my goodness, it's going to be the refrag there from time, but not much more to come from it as the contest is in. But like you said, it's closer than expected, but still not that close, as there's just about 1 full hill between these 2 teams, and over towards P4 we go. And for a change, it does look like Eclipse Gaming is there first.
Who gets to P4? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's all blue.
He got turned on.
But still, it remains a question by the pool side. They've maintained the gap to a minimum, though they still fall behind. Eclipse, can they catch up? Can they play catch up? They'll need to hold at least a full 60 as the hill unlocks. Right now, the contest is in. It comes through. Mantra still manages to take it back. Plenty of backups. The death machine will come into play. Who's holding that? You tried with the war machine. Takes 2 for himself, 3 for himself, and counting. Will add more. The damage done by that war machine does exactly. Oh my goodness, the count and the hits just keep on coming as the bread will rain absolute hell to keep the uptake for the Bear Clan as they hit.
Yes,
100.
gotcha. The Beat Studio Pros are wireless. Yes, yes, they are. They also have a USB-C
pretty much back to back to back, single-handedly
headphone jack,
and now they have done enough to secure just
I thought about getting them once
once
my HyperX headset
really getting
wears
into their
out,
stride,
but
as you
the
can
problem
see,
is
playing for
I don't
everything
have
from spawns to map control, and of course with the amount of kills that they are getting, they're going to have
because the
more
HyperX
streaks and
headset
more
uses a
specialists
3.5mm
on the break
jack,
here
which my
on P1 as we go to our
MacBook
second set of rotations.
Rotating back to the hill that started it all. P1 by the fountain. 40 to 125,
like I won the
and
beats
so
once
the gap
these go out,
widens for the side of Bear.
I'm gonna have to go with
Suddenly,
another
Eclipse
HyperX
losing a grip on the wheel of this vehicle.
All my USB-C spots are literally being
not exactly eclipsing Bear's
ring
style
lights,
of gameplay.
the camera,
the contest will come through, but barely getting a toe into
microphone.
P1 here. Very exposed hill, expectations to a minimum. They stand in there, but it feels like a trap. That coming in there feels like a trap because Bear are waiting for them to just come in and clean them to flip the spawns at some point in anticipation for P2.
But they do wireless.
exactly what
yes.
they've done. Off
It's
the
just
back
I
of,
don't
you
want to
guessed
do
it,
wireless because there's a
even
delay
more
when I'm
specialists
streaming,
as
so I'd rather
Charisma and Mantra go back to back to clear out P1, and of course they are playing for that P2 with the Death Machine in hand there with Vipex, or Vepex, excuse me, as he's found another 2.
I thought about getting
kill
beats
just
for a
seems to be
while,
so impactful
gotcha,
at the
but I
moment
just
for Bear Clan here, and I thought you were going to try and get
they were on
another
sale like
Bear
half off, but I
pun
just
in there,
these
but
headphones
unfortunately,
still work.
It is just nothing but bare bones for the side of Eclipse.
I mean, they're
Well
definitely
done, well
wearing
said.
out.
Bare bones it
pretty
is for the
obvious,
final
but
10
they still
seconds.
work,
Eclipse,
so.
well, I feel like they've been allowed to take the final 10 seconds.
Gotcha,
of
have a
P1
good night. I
with
appreciate
Bear
you stopping
choosing
by.
to
Thank you.
prioritize the
Thank you,
money
thank you.
hill right now by the garage side.
Get some
Time
rest.
realized this. Time has realized this. Tried to go for the side
is
on
late,
P2.
it is late
Meanwhile,
here,
his team getting shredded by the door. VPEX responsible for that uptake. A nice 2-piece for himself.
I should be playing tomorrow, gotcha.
It
After
just
work, I should be.
feels as though Bear have
As long as I
every
don't fall
angle
asleep
covered.
after work.
Vepex there finds 5 before he goes down, and look at Mantra. He's got that Tempest in hand.
I'm a mid shit,
Every
so
single
I
push
should have
now
time to
being
play.
cut down by the knees as Bear Clan continuing to soar
It is
into the
Apple
lead,
launch event
officially eclipsed the
at
100-point
T-Mobile
gap
on
between
Friday,
the two teams.
so-
And finally, we get to see 2 players fall, but of course, there's another specialist as these guys cannot be stopped. Bear Clan really sinking their teeth into the side of Eclipse.
Two-piece.
We're getting a master class in
Golly,
using
Bear
operator
Clan's
skills. That war
ripping right
machine
now.
claim 2 for the price of 1, doing exactly what he needed to do to keep the wolves at bay. Eclipse barely able to get even closer to the garage site. The contest comes through. They finally manage to break through, but can they hold it? Yes, they do. 20 seconds. Every single second will mean everything to these guys from the side of Nigeria. The Nigerian last hope for the home team. 7 seconds left as we rotate to P3 by the shed.
P3 by the shed, and of course, what a surprise. It's going to be Bear there first, and you can see they are roaming.
trying to finish this
So
coffee
many
off.
players, that being Device so far up, ready for these rotational kills. You can see the confidence in their gameplay. They have the ability to even not worry about the spawns flipping up because their players are getting kills left, right, and center. And back-to-back streaks to go, and look at that. Even more specialists. I feel like a broken record because every single hill, there's one to fall back on.
The streaks should be coming into play. I see a few sparrows for the operator skill. VPEX with the Death Machine catches 1. Will anticipate catching more to frustrate the side of Eclipse. So far, the Bears is comfortable enough to hit 200 pretty early. I feel like we got here too quick. Honestly, the Death Machine will keep collecting as Dad for the side of Eclipse spoils the party and takes the 2-piece for himself.
Well, he was trying his best to make as much of an impact as possible on this P3, but as you can see, it means very little, sort of like a fart in the wind right now. Everything but panic from the side of Eclipse Gaming as Bear continue
Commentators
to
are funny.
run their way forwards. Only 35 seconds needed, and they have smiled their way over to P4, because guess what? They're already there.
I mean, at this point, the rotations are feeling a bit... Because Eclipse are really struggling. As much as they can get into the point early, whether they do or not, they're not able to hold it. The Bear side clearly overwhelming at this point as the Euro with the War Machine doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Look at the KD, overwhelming, but still evened out on each side. The 20s for the Eclipse side, meanwhile the early 30s, and 39 for Charisma, the man touted to be the carrier of this Bear team.
They killed
Well, he's
Fetus.
doing exactly that right now. We
This
have
is-
20 seconds and counting. And again, I cannot stress the confidence at which these guys are playing. But eventually, Time and Vector go
Bear's
back to
just
back.
like, fuck
Maybe
'em.
finding a bit of an opening here. But the utility usage,
not competition.
hopefully trying to cover their play. But the read is in. And my goodness, I thought Device was going to get that double
my
there, but it doesn't matter.
God.
5 seconds only needed now. The contest is in. Finally, we get to see a sigh of relief, but actually, it's not quite. It's more of an inhale for Mantra as he finds 3. Getting number
Holy
1. Going away
shit.
at Bear Clan.
Confident. Look at that response. Calm, cool, collected. They're in the zone right now. They're completely locked in. Under 100 for Eclipse. The home team,
Wow.
rocky start there on Hardpoint. Not exactly the start they were hoping for the remaining Nigerian team.
Well, to be honest with you, it started off pretty good. They managed to keep it as even as possible. They even broke a very, very difficult hill, that being P2.
Yes.
But then from there, it just felt like Bear Clan dropped a gear and disappeared. You know, they went all the way through, continued to chain hill to hill to hill, and then you could see everyone from the side of Eclipse beginning to get flustered. They were trying to just panic pop their operator skills, trying to break the hill by themselves. And the moment you're running up against a brick wall, you tend to see that it hurts a little bit, and that's exactly how the gameplay went.
This gameplay was a bit more clear. You can tell the point where Eclipse really let go of the accelerator here, because by the second rotation of the hills, they tried to keep the points closer. It was a neck and neck there, and by the numbers. There we go. Charisma, the only one to hit a 40 bomb at this point. exactly why that man is that feared.
Yeah, but look at the rest of his team, right? Everyone over 20 kills. Well, everyone over 30 kills bar one, but it doesn't matter. That's made up for in hard point time. So everyone playing their role correctly. As on the other side of things, you can see Eclipse just being choked out at every turn. They just simply cannot match the tempo at the moment of this Bear Clan. And that was something that was actually brought up. This Bear Clan plays faster than every other team that we have here at the moment. And as a result, they sort of just get that momentum and they start steamrolling, and then you get more and more flustered, and the mistakes just begin to creep in, and you can see it on the faces of Eclipse Gaming right now.
Perfect call there, because, I mean, you just said something very important. Fast gameplay, because we finished that hardpoint match in record time, honestly.
Honestly, it felt like there wasn't a single second of white time, and if that was, it was because it was just before Bear cleared it out. So it was Eclipse in the hill, get taken out the 2 seconds before they can send a player into the hill. And I mean, that is exactly what COD M has evolved to. It's high pace, trying to get as many players as possible in and around the hard point, and as a result, they are just converting hill to hill to hill to hill. Because if you've got 3 or 4 players on the hill, you don't even have to really worry about those spawns because of the squad-based spawning. You're going to be 2, maybe even 3 seconds at the longest out of that next fight.
Well, if we were being paid to glaze, then we'd have met our quota for the day, because enough glazing for now. Let's just call out what Eclipse need to do to recover, because they have a chance still. It's only 1 loss. They can just calm down. We have Search and Destroy on that.
Kurahana, okay, good S&D map, everything else maybe not so much. The anime vibes go a little bit hard, but like you said, Eclipse definitely not out of the running as of yet. They have yet to lose a game themselves, so it is the winner's bracket final, like we said, and we go into a different game mode, and if they can...
Yeah. Is this Hacienda S&D?
Able to actually be able to hold off this... Well, this Bear Clan side, because they are sending it at full tilt, and if they keep that tempo up in the S&D, if they are able to sort of set up a bit more of a defensive play, this being Eclipse, of course, they will be able to slow it down enough to pick off those players one at a time. And of course, I say this every single time we speak about S&D.
Kurahana Hacienda. Fuck.
The game.
Well, there's a reason we're in the casters booth, because we're if we're on the pro level, if we're on the
They
stage
just played
right
Hacienda.
now,
I'm
the best
tripping
we can do is
balls.
talk about it, right?
100%.
At the end of the day, it's the players who have to do it. There is a reason Eclipse are in the pro player zone
Kurahana's
right now.
next,
They qualified for
S&D.
this tournament. You and I are about as useless as a waterproof towel. We can't be put on the main stage yet.
Absolutely. I realized a long time ago that my gunny is definitely worse than my funny. So we are here on the main stage. Here you go, guys. You can see what maps we have in store. Obviously, Hacienda going the way of Bear Clan quite dramatically as well. 100-point club, but of course, Kurahana, different map, different mode. But this is where things actually get a little bit more frightening for the side of Eclipse, because Mantra, with that Tundra in hand, is literally a walking highlight reel.
Yeah, I'm going to ask that we focus a bit on the snipes, because I want to, like I told you, I'm a grown man who's a child inside who appreciates a good snipe, the kind of snipe that makes a grown man squeal.
Yeah, I remember. Or you were hopping around getting your cardio in on the casting booth as well. So it's been pretty. Yeah, there it is. He's got to go. He's getting his football exercises in. Of course, got to warm up the larynx as well. But again, those snipers so key, because they make such an impact getting that first blood. And I mean, this was the first map where we saw more than one collateral in a game, right? We are literally watching people line up in the scope and then just get sent to the gulag one at a time, or in some cases up to 3 at a time. With Mantra, it's just crazy.
Trouty, I'm not going to lie. I didn't hear a single word you said, because you lost me at the minute you said snipe. Switching there, man.
Absolutely losing composure right now. Turning into a gremlin on stage just at the thought of a fresh fade. Potentially some lead grills being sent over to those players as well.
Tundra. Meanwhile, Eclipse, they do need to recover. There's a dire position to find yourself in a 1-round loss. Fine. What they need right now, the comms need to be a lot calmer. This is not a Slayer-heavy mode. This is really strategic. You can really one-up Bear as strong as they are on this particular hill, on this particular mode, rather. Search and Destroy is anyone's game. It's like a relationship.
100%.
You fail to communicate, what happens?
Oh, well, things tend to fall apart. Ask my dad, he'll tell you. All right, on to the next match we go, or next map. Kurahana S&D, and the first blood drawn once again by Mantra.
My goodness, what a way to start. Time,
I think
first blooded.
just like
the hands of time not working his
Sierra,
way.
they gotta win.
Right out the gate. Things
at least the S&D
not
to get
in his favor.
It's like psychological.
Still
if you
on the
lose
prowl,
this,
hunting. Bring a round of roses.
2-0.
Apex will receive those poses as he falls. The trades come through swiftly. 4v4.
4v4 and counting. Just over a minute to work with, bearing in mind that Bear Clan has to get that bomb down. But right now, They are trying their utmost, slowly and steadily working their way up on the map right now. You can see damage now dealt, potentially taking enough space, and that's going to be the bomb planted on A. And that is a bit of a blunder, in my opinion, from the side of Eclipse Gaming. And they continue to fall one at a time. Line them up, knock them down. 1v4 now for
Yikes.
For Demo.
Demo, sorry.
You're the last one. Complete the mission. Nightmare
Gets
words as Charisma puts him out of his misery.
Turn of events, and it all started there with time running out for time, and that first blood from Mantra, oh so crucial. And he's let's be honest, maybe he can do it again, but maybe this is where you start to use your utility a little bit more, please. I beg the side of Eclipse to start using smokes because they are not able to get across those lanes at the moment.
We jump into the fray again. Mantra falls. The trades come through. No trades. It's Charisma who tries to trade for the first time. Catches Coco. Successful 4v3. The Bears now have to re-strategize. They're one man less. The Eclipse side, meanwhile, doing the same, slow and steady. They don't have to do anything. Don't have to make a move that they don't have to. As time falls, Charisma adds to the tally. It's Demo coming through to make it 2 versus 2 for the 3 versus 3 as the bomb falls. 40 seconds. This time they are on the clock.
Oh my goodness, close.
Oh, Dad gets
A
shotgun.
chest full of lead pellets. As it's going to be Ayur taking out Dad there. And into the crosshairs we go.
Yeah,
it's simply as easy as taking control of a site, getting that bomb down, and then they just wait. You can see the setup working perfectly there from Bear Clan. Look at the nonchalant right now. Sort of like being... okay, never mind. We'll go next. We'll go next.
That attitude by the Bears is really scary. They seem completely unfazed. Like, I mean, that's exactly what a pro we expect from a pro team. You come in knowing the plan. Everything's going according to plan. This is the... Let's call them the A team because we love it when a good plan comes together. Right now, it seems to be going their way as Charisma falls. Not a good start for the Bears this time. Can Eclipse, the rest of the team, capitalize on that? That should build the momentum now. Slow and steady. They still don't have to make any moves. They're not putting down the bomb. That falls for Bear. The bomb, where is it? Nobody has it. Wait.
They're playing a game of TDM right now. Leave the bomb and spawn, if we're being honest. But like you said, it is definitely something that Eclipse may need to look into as not getting too aggressive.
Dad gets headshotted.
Fresh fades, delivery, express from Mantra.
That haircut, ching, 10. That will cost you $10. Bit of a haircut there. That was a clean one, like literally faded out. Back to school haircut fade. Meanwhile, stunned. That's ECL Coco, who's been storming the gates. Device does get him, but not before Coco takes VPEX with him.
So now it's a 3v3, and slowly the time is dwindling here for the side of Bear Clan as they need to get that bomb down, but they never truly on the back foot here as they manage to clutch up when it's most necessary. Another set of trades, 2v2, Thursday night on ACGL right now. As you can see, the Chal is in and we are shooting everything but the players, but eventually it's going to be Device who finds time. Now it's Demo left in a 1 versus 2 with just under 30 seconds to work with, bearing in mind that the bomb has gone down.
Remind me again, what are those nightmare words? You're the last one, complete the mission. He's just heard them. 20 seconds to do something about it. Bomb is down. Take action. What's his plan here? We don't know yet. It definitely involves checking your corners.
He missed a shot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Demo with the fucking 1v2. Oh, that was fucking nasty.
It's the quick scope.
Finally, Eclipse register their presence. Proper.
That was a nice clutch.
Sniper was waiting
Holy
for
shit.
man. Oh my goodness. That was beautiful.
Oh, look at the nonchalant. Another day in the office. Another day in the office.
Made it look like light work because there's a reason there's a reason he's on that stage. And now we go again, jumping into the fray. We go again. Responsibility for putting down the bomb. The objective goes to the Bears. Still a 1-round lead. Reality starting to set in that Eclipse will not go quietly. Coco meets the gunfight against Device. Again, a bit of a chase. And Coco one-ups him.
It was a little bit of who can sidestep a little bit better right now. Sliding on some thin ice was the side of Device, but it doesn't matter. His teammates are picking up the pieces where they were left on the ground. Charisma going back to back there with the help of Ayur, as it's now a 3 versus 4, and the shot's still coming out from VPEX, but yet to draw more blood. But again, this is something that Bear Clan does very confidently, and that's plant the bomb.
Looking at Coco now. Still prowling, nobody home to receive. Sneaky on his part. Nobody's peeking, Johnny boy. Nobody's peeking. Meanwhile, VPEX, check your corners. This is Demo who actually gets the win on that one.
But time now ticking down. It's going to be on the down. I think that is actually a 1v2 now. But it doesn't matter. EO trying to make it happen. But
they gotta defuse. They gotta defuse. Demo's gonna defuse it.
Back clutches. It appears they're looking a little bit icy on the stage right now as the Eclipse is becoming to go and potentially
tied up,
the
baby.
sun. That is big.
And now some life in the crowd. The Nigerian fans in the crowd giving their team the appreciation they deserve for bringing this level. There's some life. They can respond. Eclipse are in this. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not go down without a fight as we surge forward. The fifth round begins now. Who goes first blood? A nade, but no one to receive. No Kobe's this time. Mantra will search. Nobody home to receive. Nobody peeking. Through the smoke we go. VPEX finally falls to Dad. The carrier Dad takes 2. Device will trade in swiftly 4v3.
But again, they still allow the side of Bear Clan to get that bomb down, and that may come back to bite them. But I suppose they've done 2 back-to-back clutches. Maybe they're trying to make it a third here. It is currently a 2 versus 4. Just check your corners, check everything you can, and they do exactly that. It's going to be another clutch coming out there. The retake is on. It does look like Eclipse Gaming have made an excellent adjustment on the fly here.
Oh,
and
man.
You know what it was?
What?
It's been a bit of that utility. No more long lanes being chelled.
Some of these snipes are pure aura farming.
Facts.
Honestly, some of these snipes are just unjustly. I mean, aura farming at its best. The calm, collected. This is what we expected from Eclipse. They're calm. They're communicating, and clearly it's showing now. The scoreline 3-2.
100%. They take the lead for the first time in this series, and bear in mind that Eclipse has done all the aura farming that they need to do. Is they 3-0'd aura 2-2-3. Sorry, that was a stray.
And right now, this is Charisma and Device who do collect, but not without one trade. The Bears have lost
2v4.
They still have a 4v5 superiority in numbers, but they're about to... No, not this time. Device does take Vector with him. A 1v4 now. Demo in a precarious position.
Yep,
Four-man give chase, and Mantra does exactly what he needed to do.
Something as simple as a pace change appearing to be the undoing of Eclipse Gaming, as when they're not playing the way they want to play, they do get picked apart one at a time, and I think Bear Clan may have just read into that. As you can see, they've adopted back to their high-tempo style gameplay. But again, lightning only strikes twice in the same place at the same time, or at least when you're playing Call of Duty Mobile.
At least when you're playing Call of Duty Mobile. Indeed, take note, people. The roles have traded in.
Holy shit. Whoa.
Tries to make a 10 IQ play, or a 1000 IQ play there, but it fails flat. Found prone, literally asleep at the wheel. He was prone, that man, as 2 of the Bears fall this time. Charisma and AU, vital players, do go down. Device, VPEX, and Mantra, the only gladiators left on the field.
Eclipse should take this round unless they collapse.
Bearing in mind that they have swapped over to attack now, that being Eclipse Gaming, and they have done enough to get that bomb down. And very much in the interim, it was Coco and Time who turned it into a 1 versus 5 here as Mantra with that sniper in hand. We've seen some crazy things. How are we looking here for some fresh fades? And Grill, he gets the ball rolling. That's 1v4.
1v4 indeed. That was a dead. That snipe felt personal. As now the Eclipse side take back their hard-earned lead, and literally hard-earned because Bear are forcing them to work for it. They look to level the series because so far, remember, if you just joined us, Bear Clan did take hard point on Hacienda, and convincingly. Now we go in for a round 8.
Round 8 indeed, slowly and surely working their way up on the map. Is going to be both teams trying to see if they can find that elusive first blood. Who's playing checkers, who's playing chess? Right now we have the Knights in order, and it's going to be 3 falling pretty much instantly here with 1 trade. All of a sudden it's Dad left in a 1 versus 4. Goodness
That's
gracious
rough.
me.
It's going back and
How
forth.
You
This is
fall
kind of
from
interesting.
grace without a good start to your S&D round.
If Eclipse can win this, they'll force
That
game 4.
advance by the Eclipse side, proving fatal, about as useful as a tap dancing oyster. I mean,
we'll take it.
We'll take it. Right now, still Dad, charged with an important role. Either take down this 4-man Bear team or deliver that bomb and somewhere put it down. I don't know. That's not a decision I envy, because 4 Bears are literally
Dad's a solo
prowling and
playing
hunting
this.
this man, and the info is out. They know now. They
Oh.
know.
Yeah, I thought he was
He
going to
gets
get a little
one.
bit better timing than that. You see, make a grown man whimper, and that's exactly what happened right there. I thought it was going to be god-tier card timing, but unfortunately it worked out the way of Bear Clan. If you are an Eclipse fan, that's obviously what you're thinking. But right now they're evening things up here as it is playing ping-pong with the score, if we're being honest.
Thought he was going to take, one of them one by one, but the way they rushed him, Plenty of time for the defuse. I could have gotten married in the time it was left for defusing that bomb. 28 seconds. And now we go again. 9 rounds in. Who takes this? It's been a bit of a back and forth so far as Eclipse try to keep their series alive. They fell in hardpoint, and now to try and level things, they surge forward. Demo falls. Not a good start on this 9th round as Charisma adds to the tally. Ayu will do the same. Time tries to trade in, but it's not working out as he falls as well. Dad adds in the trade to Ayu.
Dad's the last one alive again.
Oh, what is this timing going to look like? The shots are good, but not quite good enough. If you're getting taken out by a pistol at that range, it may be time to rethink the gun skill. But either which way, maybe I'll back, I'm not entirely sure. But still, it was the side of Bear Clan that answered back there in that round.
We go again. Will they level things? Eclipse, they need this badly. You do not want to go into control 2 rounds down. The Nigerian side need this. The multi-bet of both teams in this tournament suddenly falling apart with the elimination of Sierra 7. Their last hope falls to Eclipse Gaming, and this might be it. Through the smoke we go. A bit of a hope, but Charisma takes one. He's traded in by Vector rather quickly.
Instant trades are worth their weight in gold, and here comes Coco finding another, putting the life count advantage now for the side of Eclipse, but for a mere moment as it's going to be Mantra with that sniper in hand, evening things up at 3 apiece. Bomb yet to go down, just over a minute to work with, and right now it's going to be Vepex who takes out Coco, and it's trades on trades on trades.
1v2.
At the moment, it is currently a 1v2 for Dad to clutch on up.
Dad, you're the last one. Complete the mission. Nightmare.
Dad's been the last one alive 3 straight rounds.
1v1 against Device, who takes that win. 1 round left for Bear to take this Search and Destroy series.
But this is exactly where Eclipse tends to come alive. We saw them do it twice in the Nigeria finals, the online qualifiers that is, where they managed to come back from a 4-6 down to force for overtime, and then in the end take the overall game, or at least the map of S&D. Let's see if they can replicate that right now. And I like the aggression. Maybe that's just the change they need, but unfortunately you're going to be swallowing nades and bullets at this rate as 3 players fall pretty much instantly here for the side of Eclipse.
That's rough.
It's a 1v4
It's over.
tall
2-1.
order that does not work in their favor. Search and Destroy goes the way of the Bear Clan. A dire situation. A bit of a celebration there from the Bears. Bit of playfulness from that team. We'll allow it.
No, I like it. I think it's good. I think they got to take their wins where they can, and at this rate, it's every map. So they're just gonna have fun with it, and that's exactly what they're doing. Confidence is in. It went backwards and forwards for a while there, but again, you can never count the side.
He's wearing HyperX.
Out, and I think they may be getting
That's
a little
the
bit of a
same
word
fucking
there,
headset
but I
I'm
thought
wearing, except
that was
different
still
colors.
PG, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was pretty friendly. That was pretty camera and competition.
Those guys all wearing
competition
HyperX?
friendly. I mean, just waving to the audience. We're celebrating our win there.
Good headset.
I mean, okay.
Very good headset.
Okay, we'll see. Bit of a conversation there with the refs. As we go through the side of Bear Clan, represented by Mantra, VPEX, Device, Charisma, and Ayu on your screens right now. The Gladiators towing the line for the North, which always remembers Bear Clan. By the numbers.
Yeah, talking about the stats or by the numbers, as Eugene, that's your catchphrase. I'm going to have to give it to you. That is a fantastic catchphrase as it is. 14 and 5 there for Mantra. Man, with that boomstick in hand, he is literally the reaper of S&D.
The debt collector indeed just collected 14 kills, only falling 5 times himself. Only falling 5 times himself. On the other side, that's Eclipse for you. Time, Vector, Dad, Demo, and Coco. Gladiators for the Nigerian side of Eclipse. The Egyptians from the north, which always remembers Bear, for the West African.
West African?
The West African side, they're for Nigeria. Yeah.
I thought you were saying, I thought you were going to follow that up with the West African derby. I was like, we had that yesterday.
No. We had the derby.
And it was Ghana who had to go hoppity skip back over home.
Putting names to faces there. The players, in case you wondered what they look like.
Yeah, I wish I knew what my dad looked like.
Well, at least Eclipse do. They have one. There's Dad, Demo, Coco, Vector, and Time towing the line for Eclipse Gaming. Remember, this is your Carry First Africa Cup, your official African qualifier for the Call of Duty Mobile World Championships. All this made possible by Call of Duty Mobile.
I think Bear's going to
themselves.
face
Carry
Paradox.
First, Spotify, Mentos,
Tired of the ads?
It's gonna be a rematch.
Tired of the ads? I don't know. What were
You
you
can
going
go
with?
ahead and head over to the Carryfirst shop and get yourself a Spotify little voucher right there.
There we
Because
go.
if you're tired of the ads like I am, and I want to hear some premium beats, especially the ones put together here for this event, you can head over to carryfirst.shop and get yourself a couple of them vouchers.
They're battle beats put together by the community themselves live on Spotify. You can find that playlist on the Spotify app. Meanwhile, Mentos providing the freshness and sweetness to this tournament with plenty of gum going their way. And here's the maps. Again, Hacienda started off, of course, with Bear Clan taking a convincing win on that map, 250 to what, less than 100.
100-point club.
Yeah. And Kurohana going, okay, less than convincing. It was neck and neck at some point, but they pumped the brakes or rather put their foot off the gas, and Eclipse paid for it. Now they're 2-0 behind in the series, this best of fives.
100%. And we're going over to Takeoff Control. And this map for Control specifically, it is spawn trap or be spawn trapped, I feel. It's like you live long enough to yeet, but some days you get yoted. And right now it may be just a little bit of that coming from the side.
Yeet? You don't watch? Never mind. Never mind. They'll get it. They'll get it. We'll go straight into Takeoff. Takeoff that very hide-and-seek map. Leave me alone. That hide-and-seek map there. And I find Takeoff to be a very debatable map. It's really good, and it's come to be. I've come to adjust to Takeoff on Control, but it's a very broad map.
I was going to say it's big. Yeah, it's big. It's really a big map. And I think that's where you can get boxed in really quickly, is because the spawn system in Control obviously being very, very tight. You can sort of get your attacking team right back into their spawn. In fact, I've actually seen both spawn traps on this map. So whoever gets that first flurry of kills tends to push on up and take as much map presence as possible. And then the spawn trap comes through. And then, you know, sometimes the teams, when playing Control, they do like to play a little bit of the hill is lava. But hopefully it's not a game of TDM right now as we're loading in. And it's going to be the side of Bear Clan here on attack.
Alive.
We start off, we go again, and Coco and Demo start right out the gate, storming and taking Mantra and Device with them. Fresh off the respawn, they'll have a 2-life advantage that VPEX manages to mitigate disaster there. 27 to 29, they're keeping it within distance. The responsibility for taking the points falls to Eclipse, and they start straight at B. Already quarter way taken, and quickly closing in on half as Time tries to hold the line. They've been cleaned out completely, as the Blues now cleaning house and leaving it to quarter way taken on the B site.
Well, B site now pretty much one tick done, and if you guys are mathematicians, unlike LW and ourselves, you got to be counting those ticks as they are worth their weight in gold. The team with the highest amount of ticks, if we go to the round 5, is going to get defense, and you know how important the side of defense is, especially in a game like Control. But at the moment, damage being dealt across the board. Eclipse Gaming doing a fine job right now, as they still have presence over towards A, so they are working their way on forwards, but they get taken out. But Demo still alive with the help of Coco, and here come those streaks. This is where it can get a little bit devastating. Let's have a look here to see if the spawn trap may begin to develop.
Well, in terms of meeting the objective, they're closing in at least a bit of a multiplay there. They take the A side quarter way taken, the B side the same, but the life count still falls the way of Bear. Thin lead by 2 lives, which is being mitigated, which is being managed right now. It's careful play from the side of Eclipse. Dad tries to play Overwatch there. Obi-Wan Kenobi, he had the high ground. Let's go for this time, but someone has to watch that clock. Watch that clock. 20 seconds left. Someone has to stop it. VPEX holding by the B site. Which site will they use to stop the clock? Someone needs to get there, and urgently.
They need to get that clock stopped by Time potentially getting his way on forwards. Dad and Coco go back to back onto the B site we go. And again, it may feel as though the side of Eclipse do tend to overextend just a little bit, because it's now a 5v8, but they are doing enough here to potentially run the distance as they find A. Unless the kills keep on flying through, we get to see our first specialist of the match. Now, a 1v6, make it a 0v6. Bear Clan takes the first round and only concede 3 ticks.
Wow. Eclipse did their best to take the win there. They did try to hold steady, but taking uptake of the hills, that responsibility is usually really hard on Control. I envy. It's a very defense-friendly mode. It's a very defense-friendly mode here.
So right now, all eyes on the side of Eclipse to deny as many ticks as possible. But Dad starting things off now with that Annihilator. But of course, Charisma equalizing and taking the advantage with that equalizer. And his help, the help from his teammate Mantra there is enough to get a bit more of a life count advantage. And now they continue to farm in the spawn.
Farming is exactly what they're doing. Right now, the A site responsible. They put a toe in it. Can Eclipse hold the line? They're doing so well so far. But quarterway locked. They can't clean it beyond that point. The A site done well by the Bears to be quarterway locked. Meanwhile, equally on the side of Eclipse, they're doing quite well on the defense, buying for time.
Wait, what the
not
fuck?
losing too many lives. As you can count, they're still keeping it within the 20s.
Oh, that's just one life between the two of them, and they're actually doing a very good job of stabilizing themselves here. They've only conceded one single little tick taken from them, but they continue to push their way on forwards here. But Coco and Dad doing a very good job of relieving the pressure wherever they can, decapping, making sure that there is very little potential. But having said that, it does look like some of the players from Bear Clan have slipped the net. But here comes Coco around the back end, trying to make the play. He finds two, potentially more, make it three, but Demo's there to help him out. Fantastic play. Alleviate that pressure, but they need to be able to keep the players further and further back, as there is just over a minute to work with here.
War Machine from the side of Ayur. Ayur's right now trying to level the life count, and he's doing so successfully as the A site completely locked in. The Bluetooth device has come in successfully. As we move forward to the B side, all concentration gets there. My prediction is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not the B side, not at this time. The best they can do is stop that clock, and they don't even need to. 1 minute is more than enough. It's going to fall down to the gunfights, and so far it's neck and neck. I'm more staggeringly surprised as to how both teams have managed to manage the life count. They're within, no one has gotten within 2 lives advantage of each other, and now 8-7 is where we stand on each side.
Well, you can see we get to have a few reigning death streaks from Iyo. He only finds 1, though. It's currently a 6 versus 4, as Vector's War Machine is still going strong. Sorry, Death Machine is still getting kills along with his assault rifle. 3v5 right now, and we spoke about how important defense is on control. This is absolutely demonstrating that to a T, as no respawns left for either side. So it's really clear as many corners as possible. Charisma gets the ball rolling, making it a 3 versus 4 right now, but time is there to trade it out. It's currently a 2 versus 4, 36 seconds and counting, and you have to be able to clear your corners. Captain Price is watching, and he is smiling as Coco finds another. All of a sudden, it's Mantra left at a 1 versus 4 with 26 seconds, a tough mountain to climb.
No backup for the Bears. Mantra, steady, still has the responsibility to take the point. They now know where he is. They give chase. He does take time with him. No respawn. Now it's a 1v3, but not this time. As Vector finishes the job. Eclipse 1-1. They register their presence finally.
100%. And if you are a mathematician, like I was saying, keeping track of those ticks, it's currently 3 apiece.
Yeah,
they may have. It's okay. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. It's currently 3 apiece at 1 round each. So it's going to come down to the differential in ticks or kills if they are even in ticks. So it's just going to be a game of, well, a battle of attrition. Who can stay alive for longer?
Still, oh, nice machine pistol snap from Ayur there. As the Bears now start collecting, they take 4 lives. Meanwhile, the trades will come through from Eclipse, who do the same and level the playing field in terms of the life count, 25-25. I'm seriously impressed by the life management between both teams. They're not staying far off from each other. It's staying neck and neck. And I'm not even talking about the objective. Objective aside, I mean, life management is just a different level here.
Mantra is the only one up with the specialist in his hands, but he gets taken out. As you can see, the Annihilator from Dad there, annihilating the players on the map, pushing his way up forwards. But they need to start thinking about getting onto one of these sites as time is ticking down, 38 seconds and counting. And there's been very little hill pressure from this side of Eclipse Gaming, and now they're going to begin to get punished. As you can see, the entire side of Bear Clan beginning to push their way on up and get as many of these spawn kills as possible, because they've done a fantastic job of keeping them away and maintaining their lead as Mantra finds another 3.
For the side of the Eclipse side, they're still trying to hold the line, and with 10 lives, it's a precarious position. They need to bring this back and somehow stop that clock. 10 seconds left to try and stay in the fight. Someone has to sit on any hill. Any hill at this point will do. 6 seconds.
This is close.
It's a hard place they find themselves in. They've leveled the life count somehow, 10-9, 9-9, but it's going to fall to the gunfight, and someone has to stick on either hill or take one to get an extra minute.
100%, but they need to start doing a bit more commitment on the hill. I don't understand what Eclipse is doing when it comes to maintaining control. They've now been kicked off. It's going to come down to time. What was time doing in the back spawn when they needed to stop that clock?
Well, that has literally come to bite them now. because now the Bears take a lead on this control round. 2-1 is where we stand as we go again. Roles reversed. Responsibility to take and cap the points falls to the Bears. Can they finish the job? Because with one round, they can finish the job, finish the series, take the win 3-0. But for now, Eclipse still trying to stay alive.
Eclipse hanging on by the skin of their teeth at this rate, but they need to have a bit more control, maybe a bit better comming, because that one singular play there of sending players into the spawn before you have control of the site may come back to bite them or haunt them. As right now, the kills are still working out for the side of Bear Clan. It is currently only a 1 life difference between the two, but this is where it gets a little bit devious as the War Machine, I keep calling it the War Machine, the Death Machine is out, and now answering back is going to be Dad and Coco.
You're obsessed with the boom booms from the War Machine. Inside the spray and pray, brrr, just keep those vowels for yourself. Then here we go. The A site halfway taken, 20 lives apiece. The Bears now almost there, completely locking the A site. If they can finish the job, they can give themselves a lifeline of 1 more minute. Meanwhile, can it fall to the gunfight? Still remaining even. Strategic masterclass level life management as they get an extra minute lifeline. The Bears now have nothing but time, but not infinite lives.
Yeah, bearing in mind that it may become a game of TDM here as B is still up for grabs, and everyone from the side of Eclipse sort of scrambling to make it happen. Here comes that Annihilator from Dad. He finds one. He can't quite find the second, a little bit windy like a windmill, but he picks it up in the end. Nice shots coming through. But bearing in mind now that they've been taken or surpassed by Bear Clan in terms of ticks. So even if they win this defensive round, it is going to be Bear Clan on defense, which is not ideal. Either which way, they're going to have to get that ball rolling. Currently, life count advantage still in favor of Eclipse.
Eclipse still, it's a life count advantage of just 3, which Bear can just get if they wait and see. They have nothing but time to be strategic, which Device is going to try and do. Takes the high ground. Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to just strategic wait and see situation. 1 minute, more than enough, and they do just that. 11-11 is where we are, and then they take a 1 life advantage. Suddenly, advantage swinging the way of the Bears, who still have plenty of time, and it's going to go down to the gunfights. I don't see them going for the B site at all, as the Pred looking for a target. Nobody, and he does catch one. It will be Coco to receive it.
Well, it's a 4.
Bears about to send Eclipse home.
And wow, now the War Machine is actually out in the spawn, cutting them down as they push on up. That's going to be a 2 versus 7. And I don't want to be that guy, but things are not looking great here for the side of Eclipse. 1 more kill and counting. It is done. It's a 3-0 grand final, first position secured by Bear Clan.
To the grand final, we have our grand finalists. The first ones confirmed, locked in. It's the Bears. They go the mile. They go all the way.
I want to be honest with you. I think it's going to come down to one play that was the difference maker in that game. And I think if you're going to be doing some VOD reviews, this being Eclipse, you're going to be kicking yourselves quite hard, as you had 3 players up compared to the 2 of Bear Clan, and you decided to go for the spawn kills. And I know that's flashy. I like to see the good old-fashioned reels, the highlights, where you can find that 2, 3, 4 piece. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're playing for a good amount of money, and your stats mean very little if you get the win. So, tough time at the office. 3-0, down to the loser's bracket you go.
Down to the loser's bracket you go. Tough day for the home team from Eclipse, and by the numbers.
Oh, Eclipse
again,
it's not really.
Here we are. And the numbers, a storytelling, if ever I saw one. Look at that. The life count this time.
Because I was in the
between both teams. Even Stevens, who's carrying MVP, it's still Ayur. It's Ayur rather for 27 kills. Somehow the losing side has more kills. That is Dad with 28.
But
MVP.
That's what I was talking about. You can have the good kills, and you think you've got the control, but at the end of the day, it is a team sport, and you win quicker, like much quicker, by taking the points as opposed to getting a couple of those kills.
Those numbers telling a story as old as time, and now Eclipse Gaming will have a chance to come back. But
they're not out of it by any means.
Yeah, they're not out of it yet, but they have a tall order, because that losers bracket, make no mistake about it, it's a hard task. Most of the teams in the losers bracket have literally seen hell, literally, and it's going to be about time for you have anything else, any more insights to offer? I'm going to lay the pressure on you.
You got to lock in. Somebody call the locksmith, because right now the side of, I almost said Aura, the side of Eclipse are not locked in. But either way, we've got an interview waiting for us on the analyst desk, so we're going to be throwing over to Carl. Carl, take it away.
Thank you very much, casters. You guys are amazing casting, and I've got the champions here, man. You guys are, one more step away. The winners bracket final, the grand finals.
Cool. Thanks for the likes on
the
TikTok.
Grand finals.
Love,
how do you
love,
feel
love.
about that? How do you feel?
Like, it's very exciting, and at the same time, it's very nervous. We're like one step away from it, so well, guess I'll have to wait.
Eclipse Gaming, man. These guys, they were the last Nigerian hope, and you guys just shot the whole land down. These guys are like heartbroken, and Eclipse Gaming. Well, what do you think about them? Did they fight hard enough? Were they a threat at any point, or were they just a quick run through?
They did fought hard enough against us, to be honest. Like, they gave us hard time and control, and especially in S&D, but they still have another chance to shoot the shot. So they'll have to take it.
Well, now, what do you think is going to win the lower bracket finals? What do you want to face, rather? What do you want to face? What do you want to face?
Well, it's not up to me to decide who I want to face. It's about who's gonna win. But we'll just have to watch.
Any shout outs here? Any shout outs here? Any shout outs to?
Any shout outs? Bro, I want my two people, like Michael and Darks over there. These are they've been here for since day one for me.
Thank you very much, and see you guys in the grand finals. See you. Again, we are going to be joining Tiano over there with an interview with some people from Carifast. Let's go.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for that, Carl. Welcome
So
back.
Eclipse has a
My name
chance,
is
but
Tiano,
they're
and I
gonna
am
go down in
joined
this
by
bracket.
two lovely people from Carry First, Caroline and Guillaume. So, Caroline and Guillaume, please introduce yourselves. Caroline, let's start with you, ladies first.
Thank you. Caroline, I'm the Senior Director at CarryFast. And what that means is that I make sure the finance and payment operations across our diverse markets run seamlessly. So it means handling all the boring compliance, tax, payments, and just making sure that everything runs smoothly for the front facing part of the business.
The money lady. Thanks, Teno. I'm Guillaume. I'm the VP of Growth at Carry First. As you can hear, I'm French. I live in South Africa, and I'm in charge of expanding the footprint of Carry First on the continent and the Middle East. And yeah, super happy to be here with you guys, the players, the crowd. It's awesome.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Caroline and Guillaume, for introducing yourself. Let's
This tournament has made history, right? Why is esports so vital to this continent?
Has anyone heard the question? So you're asking me why esports is so important on the continent and why this tournament is making history, why esports is important. So esports is important because Africa plays. This is a continent of gamers. You guys are 350 million playing games on the continent, and esports is the pinnacle of gaming. What we see here is the best. We see the best players, showcasing their skills and providing great excitement. So this is a way to show the world that Africa plays, and they play. They deserve to be on the global stages. And yeah, that's why we're super proud that the winner today will compete and represent Africa at the World Champs, because this is an amazing opportunity for players here to be connected to the bigger tournaments. And this is, what it makes us super proud.
This is obviously what's up. And finally, we are here at the main stage of the Carry First Africa Cup.
To improve gaming experience for Africans.
Dude, that is definitely.
Just testing. All right, I'm on the mic now. Guillaume, once again, second question directed towards you. Carryfirst and Activision have worked together for years, right, to improve gaming experience for Africans. Please tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, so Activision is a great partner with us, and I would like to thank them because thanks to them, these things are happening. We started our partnership with Activision by working together towards improving the playing condition for Codem on the continent. What that means is that we worked to open local servers in South Africa and in Nigeria in order to reduce the latency and allow people here to have the best playing experience. We've worked also very closely with them to build communities, gather the players around the game, create this kind of event. We have also other things which are more grassroots, with Tribe in the universities, for example, and that allows to bring people together, play Call of Duty, And there is another aspect of it is that we sell code points on Carryforce shop, and this is also what makes the company thrive, because all of this somehow is funded by the fact that people are purchasing in-game and on Carryforce shop.
Yeah, for sure. I myself have purchased points on Carryforce shop, and it is an absolute big help. All right, Caroline, PayFirst is transforming how players in Africa access games. How does it bridge the gap between global publishers and gamers?
I think I'll build on just what Guillaume has come from saying, because we have about 350 million players on the continent, and the global publishers have a hard time accessing them and helping them access title. So I guess I'll start again. All right. So Guillaume has said that we have 350 million players on the continent. So the global publishers are having a hard time getting these players to access items within the games because of the low card penetration in the continent and how fragmented each country is from the next. So they have a problem unifying the experience that the players access. So what we are doing is unifying that access, allowing the local players to get a uniform experience no matter where they are. They can access the purchases using the local payment methods, and then they get instant fulfillment. They do direct top-ups. So that brings them up to the world stage in terms of how they can access whatever they love within the game that would be otherwise very impossible or very hard to achieve without that experience being curated specifically for each market and each unique challenge the market faces.
Fantastic. All right, Guillaume and Caroline, this question is directed towards you. Gaming is all about being player-centric, and it is a big part of making sure players can top up their games easily and affordably. How is Carryforce doing that? Sort of with you, Guillaume.
Yes, so we do that by providing on Carryforce shop easy and local payment methods for gamers, which means that you don't need a credit card or a debit card to buy CP. You can use bank transfer, e-wallets, cash over the counter, and a variety of payment methods which are convenient. That's one. The other thing is that we make the products, we sell them in local denominations, which means we sell them in Naira in Nigeria or in shillings in Kenya and so on. And this makes things easier for gamers. So we strive to give to make this purchase experience as seamless and easy as possible so that people can enjoy their games.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Guillaume. Caroline, Africa's gaming market is booming. How is Carryforce unlocking it?
I think if I go back to the numbers, we are saying that we have 350 million players. And if you look at just 1 year alone, we had 30 million players plus join that growing number. So the growth rate in Africa is almost 6 times more the average growth rate in other continents. And what we are doing is addressing that market. So today we have about 1 million gamers that visit our shop every month, and we want to address more of them. We want to create the solution for more of them so that we have them come to the shop, access their titles as they love them, do top-ups using the local payment methods, like Guillaume was saying. If you're in Nigeria and you only have bank transfer, that's available for you. The payment is instant, it's secure, you get direct top-up, it's also instant, and you continue enjoying your game. So that's what we want to do, and to unlock a lot more than the 1 million that are visiting our shop today, and just make sure we are creating a seamless experience for all of the gamers in Africa.
Truly wonderful. Caroline, another question for you. Can you please share an impact story of PayFirst in action?
I think we're sitting in one. You know, the fact that we're holding this tournament that is the first of its type in Africa, and the fact that the qualifiers will get to play at the World Championship is already an impact story. The teams that have traveled from all of the countries coming to play against each other, this is something that has not happened ever. So I believe this is already an impact story that's strong enough to create the proposition that we're trying to progress in the continent.
Definitely. Caroline, what's Carryforce's vision for the future with PayFirst?
To address more gamers and solve their issues, to be present in more countries. So today we have a few countries that we serve in Africa, and we want to cut across the entire continent if we can, which means integrating more payment methods, understanding what issues and challenges the gamers are facing, and being able to solve that for them. That's the vision that we have for PayFirst.
Wonderful. Carryforce is doing the most for us gamers. And Guillaume, the last question of this interview. The CarryFirst Africa Cup represents the coming together of an African community, quite literally. How proud are you of this achievement?
Immensely proud, and what we're experiencing today and what we experienced yesterday with, you know, all the crowd here celebrating, cheering for their team, being super engaged. The Afrobeats provided by Spotify, the freshness provided by Mentos, like this is a celebration of, you know, gaming and fun. We have Mavis also trying to break the world record for the selfies. So that's, you know, in the end, we're here. Gaming is about having fun. I think we're having fun. There is competition, there is high stakes, but in the end, you know, everybody will hopefully get out of this with the best memories. And so this is what makes us super proud.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Guillaume and Caroline from CarryFirst giving us the insights and information, helping us African gamers to be better and easily more accessible to those purchases. Thank you very much for your time.
I'm gonna make some food here in a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna make some. I haven't really. All I ate today was like chips, but I need to eat some food.
Slums. Right? Slums. Bruh. Slums?
Tunisia?
Raid.
Raid.
Slums.
Yep. Slums. Yes. Yes.
Oh my days.
Simit.
Meltdown. Tickle.
Tickle.
Which one? Oh yeah, no, I don't know that. Yo. That was Meltdown and the other one, yeah.
That one's actually Tunisia.
Is that one Tunisia?
Tunisia.
Stand off, stand off. Stand off. Stand off. Get in. Get in.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos Gum. Yes to fresh.
Hello guys, welcome in. We are live and we are set to go here. It's the CarryFirst Africa Cup 2025 World Championships 2025 Africa Qualifier, and we are in the Ghanaian regional finals where either R233 or the one and only 31 not are going to qualify. So yeah, Tiano, here we go again.
Under the electric lights of Arena 233, the atmosphere was nothing short of electrifying. Fans packed the esports arena in Accra, Ghana, cheering as two of the region's top Call of Duty mobile teams, Aura 233 and 31 Not faced off in the highly anticipated Carry First Africa Cup Regional Finals.
I want a competitive game, right? It's a 7-map game. I want to see like game 7. If it's SND, we're having like a round 11, going to the very end. I'm a fan, so I enjoy proper gameplay, and that's what I want to see.
Led by Ruin and the deadly objective control of Sunflower, Aura 233 wasted no time asserting dominance, locking down rotations and denying any momentum to 31 Not.
Going to be able to cross 150 mark, maybe, but it's 244. Remember that war mission absolutely annihilated the players here. And look at that kill feed. Oh my lord, they are human beings, guys. Have some mercy. Antwerp combined, done and dusted.
Well, it was unexpectedly competitive, honestly. I didn't think the 31 guys would do so well, but then we all knew the Aura boys would win. That's who I'm rooting for.
The vibe has been great. This is like my first LAN I'm attending. This is my first time meeting Ruin and also the 31 boys. It's been very great. I really like the atmosphere.
With a 3-0 clean sweep, Aura 233 now heads to Lagos as Ghana's sole representative in the Carry First Africa Cup Finals, and also compete for a $15,000 prize pool.
The champions are here. We have Sama here. We have Green over here. We have Sunflower, Gengbe, Babushka, man. How's the experience been like?
I mean, just more of the same of what I always do. Just came here to dominate and prove that it was a one-sided massacre.
With their confidence soaring and momentum on their side, Aura 233 is set to carry Ghana's hopes into battle once more.
This year, knowing what's at stake, not just the $15,000 but the ticket to go to the World Championships finals, to represent Africa. So I expect everyone to bring their A game. Hey, Aura 233 will be there. Ruin, Babushka, Sunflower. So I expect a really great experience, and the best team will definitely win.
The road to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship runs through Africa, and Aura 233 is ready to walk it.
Slums. Ray? Slums. Bruh. Slums? Raid. Raid. Slums. Yep. Summit. Yeah, yes. Oh my days. Summit. Meltdown. Take off. Take off. Which one? Oh yeah, no, I don't know that. Yo, it was Meltdown and the other one, yeah. That one's actually Tunisia. Is that one Tunisia? Tunisia. Stand off. Stand off. Stand off. Get in. Get in.
Refresh.
See if this charger makes any difference. Probably not. Holy shit, are you serious right now? So I'll have to watch it via Elgato. Son of it's dying that fucking fast. No way. Fuck. Oh my god. This is gonna keep going down in battery. I'm using Apple charger with my correct Apple plug. No fucking way.